Oh shit. Is it time? Is it time to go? Yeah, we here.
Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, who just got me on the run? Let me shine a little light. Can I get a moment of your time?
Yeah, let's go.
Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, who just got me on the run? Let me shine a little light. I grew up on the 50s, love my whole city. Got the little ones with me, I ain't going back to...
Yes, sir. We back. Hood Stocks. I took a couple weeks off, man. Had to handle some business and shit. You know how it be sometimes, man. But I missed this shit. I really did. I missed you guys, man. What's Saturday? What's the date?
Saturday, the fucking 19th.
Today's the 19th. What time are we working with? We're a little late. It's my bad though. It's not the homies' bad. You know, it's 1:15 p.m. Saturday, the 19th. I mean, it's a beautiful day today. It's not too hot. It's not too cool. I mean, I love the weather, man. I was getting tired of that summer. I mean, how you feel about that summer? Summer heat, though?
Fuck, man. I'm over it.
Me too. I think a lot of people are over it. So moving forward today, we're gonna tap into something deeper than LA hip hop. Something deeper than money, drugs, burners, and hoes. I met this cat over 10 years ago. He was the man then, and he's the man now. Homie comes with a message. Homie comes with direction. Homie comes with his heart on his sleeve. You know, a lot of cats, man, out there. I mean, this isn't in what I wrote, but just on that note of having your heart on your sleeve, a lot of cats out there have hidden agendas, and this dude right here is purest form. Out of all these motherfuckers, including myself, and I mean in the hip hop world, homie figured out the hip hop Rubik's Cube. He got all the colors on one side while we're still trying to figure this shit out. He picked the lock. He found a way to get his voice heard. Everybody give it up for the rhyme addict, Isuppose.
Damn, bro. Real shit. I've done like fucking 200 interviews. I think this is the best fucking intro I ever had in my life.
Hey, I mean, thank you, bro.
That's some real shit right there. That's real dope.
I mean, I appreciate it, dog. You know what I mean? I think about the person, and it makes it easier when I know the individual. You know, I know you, my boy, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, I mean, it's easy for me to put those words together, you know? I don't want to be too long-winded about it, but I feel like, you know what I mean, it's stuck. And if it's the person we have sitting here, dog, and just...
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thank you so much, dog, for being here with us today, my boy.
Yeah, I'm one of those people where, you know, saying shit like that, it resonates with people depending on who you ask. You get me? When you're in this rap shit, man, especially on the business side, there's a lot of like politics that get involved in shit. So, you know, some people perceive things differently. You know what I mean? There's fucking a lot of people that'll hear my name and be like, man, fuck that fool. And, you know, and then there's people that are like, yo, we seen them fucking grind and do shit and help artists. And, you know, so it's good to have you on the good side of that shit, but it's all good.
I mean, with success, dog, comes the opposition, which is haters, dog. You know what I mean? You know, and someone is always gonna say something about you, and as long as they're saying something, then hey, it makes you relevant, my boy, and it makes you doing something, dog. You know, you're doing your thing, my boy. So you got to take the bad with the good. You know what I mean? You know, and you know, bro, like, since I've known you, I mean, like I said, we go back over 10 years already.
Yeah,
imagine that.
It's been a while, man.
That's crazy. Time flies.
It's crazy. And it's I was actually before you hit me up for the interview, I was already up on game. I was already watching some shit. And so when you hit me up, I was like, oh shit. And I kid you not, in the back of my mind, I was like, I hope it's for the interview shit. You know what I mean? Because I don't know how I came across it. Just fucking, I don't know if it was Jimmy's interview from Urban Kings or if it was some like prison shit. It was some shit, you know what I mean? And I watched the whole shit and I was like, yo, this is fucking dope. It's good to see you fucking still relevant. You know what I mean? Because I want to say 90% of the artists that were trying to come up around that era
Yeah.
are fucking non-existent.
Yeah.
Like that's just there's no way to fucking sugarcoat that. I mean, they're just
Oh,
like everybody.
And
you know what I mean?
and you know what? I mean, including myself when it comes to music, you know what I mean? I mean, when it comes to your passion, I mean, it's such a tough pill to swallow, my boy. You know what I mean? Hey, real quick, tell me you can hear this. Yeah, I know you can hear it.
Oh,
We can hear it, but we have some listeners right now. Tell me you guys can hear that. Just tell me yes, please, because I did Jimmy's interview and we went through the whole interview with the microphone picking up the fucking shit, but we heard each other like this the whole time. So I always want to make sure that, I mean, there's nothing like the warm condensed voice, my boy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Course.
Yes. Damn, that's 3 yeses. I like it. Hey, shout out to everybody that tunes in every week that I do this, man. I love you guys and I appreciate it, man. And just share this platform. And if you're listening right now and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, man. You know what I mean? This platform is, I mean, look who we have here today, man. We got Isuppose, man. Some motherfucking suppose, man.
Yep.
I mean, bro, like you've been working for a lot of years, dog.
1999, bro. That's where it all started. 1999.
And we're not the same age, bro. So you started when you were a baby, dog.
Yeah.
You started like you just. I mean, there's special. Like, I'm not gonna fucking like. How can I say this, dog? I mean, I give compliments where compliments are due, dog. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's just certain dudes, like you just had a business mind from the gate, bro. Like you had a vision, you knew what you wanted to do, and you figured it out along the way.
Definitely, man. But that's definitely 2 decades or like a decade of trial and error. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not that old, but I'm also not that young. So I got to live through the pre-social media world. You know what I mean? I started throwing shows. I started rapping in like 98, 99. I used to go by OGC, Original Chucky. So I was like on some like wannabe fucking gangster rap shit.
Yeah.
When I got to high school, bro, in fucking 2001, my freshman year in high school, I like discovered hip hop. Like I fucking discovered like Big Pun and Mobb Deep and Wu-Tang and KRS-One and all like the real hip hop culture, and I fell in love. And luckily there was a lot of dudes in my high school who had the same fucking passion. We had breakdancers, we had DJs, it was just like all the elements of hip hop in my fucking school. And it was just amazing, man. From there, I just fucking I fell in love and I knew at that moment, like, yo, this is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my fucking life. You know what I mean? Like
that's dope, dog.
At that moment. So I started throwing shows in 2002. So I was 16. I started throwing shows, and it was when you had to like hand draw flyers, print them out, and then pass them out and cross your fingers, hope that people showed up. So I got to do a lot of that for years. So, now coming into the digital era, a lot of my, whatever success I've had has been on the groundwork, on the going to cities and promoting and fucking doing a lot of legwork. And people are like, yo, how do you do that? Like, where'd you get that from? And it's back in the days when that's all I knew and shit. So
yeah, no, the old school way of hustling when you had to actually fucking put your feet on the fucking ground, bro. When you had to go move from city to city and do the fucking legwork, dog.
Bro, we used to go to gas stations, right, in our city, gas stations, and stay there after school from like 4 to 9 p.m. So 5 hours every single day, Monday through Friday, pushing mixtapes, $5. Like, yo, we used to use the whole age thing. Like, we're only 16 and we have our own CD, $5. So we used to like sell them. So I used to like make about 100, maybe 150, $200 every day. At 16 years old in school and shit. So I always had like the flyest clothes. I was always fucking I was going to Taco Bell every single day. That was a luxury, man. Just being able to eat fast food every fucking single day and spot the homies and buy fucking weed and alcohol. And it's all because of the hustle and shit. I mean,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I met you in like, I think it was like 2007, 2008.
yeah,
I met
07.
you 07. Yeah. I think it was in, yeah, 07. And you were already like, I mean, you were the man back then, dog. Like in regards to like underground hip hop, Foos coming up and the, you know what I mean? Like not only were you spitting, but you were the man, I suppose, Productions.
Yeah.
I mean, Second Street Jazz, you know, all the fucking venues around LA. I mean, you a young dude, bro, and you are the fucking
it's fucking crazy, man, because now I've been blessed to where my music has been heard. I wouldn't say by millions, but millions of times. You get me? So like,
yeah.
There's fucking, millions of fucking accumulated views and plays, and that's a beautiful blessing and shit. But back in those days, like, around the time I knew you, 2007, 8, 9, 10, around that whole era, we have videos on YouTube that would get like 80 plays. So no one was really listening to the music. But on the contrary, I feel like I used to work 20 times harder back then than I do now, shit.
Yeah.
So it's that shift. It's fucking crazy how that works. Because I still bust my ass now, but back then it was relentless, bro. Like I was organizing fucking. There was months where I would throw 23 shows, 24 shows a month. A 30-day month, I was throwing 24, 25 shows and shit at bars. Like Monday, fucking. I remember I only had Tuesdays off, so it was like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, show, booking fucking artists, just trying to make money and shit. So that was like some shit that I look back and I'm like, I can't fucking do that shit no more. Like, that shit's crazy, Like,
yeah, no, you're a fucking animal, dog. Because I mean, all the show flyers that I see, man, they always had, I Suppose Productions.
Yeah, man. I try staying involved. The thing about me is that I was never a hip hop promoter. I was never a rap promoter. I was never an underground promoter, or I was like pretty universal, man. Like Friday will be a fucking gangster night. Saturday will be some backpack, like scientifical space hip hop,
Yeah.
Sunday will be rap battles. Monday will be the all female event. And then Tuesday will be a fucking beat battle, just producers and shit. So I was always showing love to everybody, trying to get my hands wet and my feet wet in every little like scene, like sub scene. And I think that's how relevance is created. You know what I mean? Consistency. Like, damn, this was fucking. He's cool with everyone. You get me?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's kind of the formula I use now still.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, back then, what did you, like you said, yeah, you weren't the promoter, rapper. You weren't. I mean, production. It was a production. It was I Suppose Productions. What did you? I know you had to take care of your money end by throwing the shows to support what you loved. But also too, back then you had Rhymatics, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I mean, what did you love more? Did you love it entirely as a whole? Or did you, I mean, because you were doing the hustle side, but then you were doing your craft. And my boy, you a beast back then. You were young, homie, and you fucking tearing up grown men. You freestyling, homie, you know what I mean? You tearing shit up, my boy, and you were real, and your music was real. I feel like it was real underground back then.
The fucking reason I started throwing shows when I was 16, right? When I was 16, 17 was because I had my crew at the time. It was the members of Rhymatics, but we used to go by Earth Realm back in like 2000, and we didn't even have that crew yet, but it was the same group of people. You know what I mean? We've been the same fucking group of rappers since we were fucking 14, 15 and shit. So the reason I started throwing shows was out of necessity. Like, yo, you want to perform? Where? How? You know what I mean? There was no fucking social media. It wasn't like you could just go online and there's all these flyers and you could just email some guy and be like, yo, put me on a show and shit. Nah, you had to go out to the fucking shows and meet promoters outside or something. But the thing is that we were 14, 15 and we're like, how do we do a show? So at that time, I was in a party crew. And I was like the young dude in the party crew, but I used to see the little older homies they used to throw parties, like make a flyer, pick a location, pass this shit out, promote, charge $3 at the door. So that kind of formula, I was like, I could do that shit. Let's do it with hip hop.
Yeah.
So one day, my sister Olga, man, she picked me up from school. We were driving by, right? I went to Sylmar High School, and down the street there was a hot dog store that opened, and it was called Trip Out. It was called Hip Hop's Hot Dogs and Stuff. You know what I mean? Hip Hop Hot Dogs and Stuff.
The fuck?
And the dude that owned it, man, rest in peace to DYs, man. This was a very known male porn star. And shit.
Oh shit!
So all the girls that worked there were like porn star girls. And this guy had like a side hustle where he's like, I'm gonna open up a hot dog place. They were the most disgusting fucking hot chili dogs in the world, bro. And they were expensive. And I mean, like a chili dog was like $8, $9. So the spot didn't last long. But the thing is that it was like a little small. It was like people can't really see, but picture like just twice the size of this room we're in.
Yeah.
It was a very small spot.
And it's small. This room is about, 10 by 11. So
yeah. So just barely double. You know what I mean? Probably like 30 people fit there. And all the food on the menu was called like the bling bling dog, the cash money dog. It was cliche, but it was cool. You know what I mean? Like, you got to take in mind in 2002, 2003, fucking, we're like, yo, this is fucking cool. So I walked in there and I was like, hey, so I'm a local rapper. I go to the high school down the street, and you guys are new. I could get people to come here.
Yeah.
Let's throw some like freestyle battles
collaborate
every week. And the guy's like, let's fucking do it. So I started throwing shows there, man, every fucking Friday. Me and my cousin Mimic, man, we started throwing shows there every week. And that shit blew up, bro. Like, that shit used to get so packed that people didn't fit in the spot.
Yeah. And
that was kind of like my introduction to throwing shows and shit.
There's too many dogs in the hot dog spot.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was, man. Like, dude, there'd be like 100 people there, and they'd sell like fucking 4 hot dogs.
Hey, my boy, but check it out, though. Back to the owner of the motherfucking, back to the porno star owner that opened up a hot dog spot.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
You know what I mean?
And all the girls were fucking porn star chicks. You know what I mean? They were like, we were like, we're not gonna eat there. They're probably fucking grabbing dick, and then they go to work and shit. Like,
what the?
Yo, man, that shit was crazy. But
why does this hot dog smell like pussy?
Exactly.
Why does your pussy smell like hot dogs?
So I don't even know what the question was, man.
No, it's like, why did you get started? How did you get started? I mean, what did you love more?
Oh, yeah. So the reason I started throwing shows was because of necessity to create a platform.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what it was. You know, I kind of had this idea where it's like, I'm gonna keep doing this to create a platform for others, but mainly for ourselves. Yeah, because 90% of the shows I did, Rhymatics was on it. You know what I mean? Like, we were involved as performers.
So you were like, you know what? Fuck the connect. I'm gonna be the connect.
And then that's how I got leverage, because other promoters would be like, yo, book the homie, and then we'll book you guys out here.
You'd have been a cold drug dealer.
And I had my history with drugs too, and I think that's where I got the fun. Like, I kind of went backwards and shit.
I remember that, matter of fact, though.
Yeah.
You had to plug on a couple things, though.
Yeah.
You'd be like, yo, look, whoa. And I'd be like, oh, shit, okay.
I just try to dabble in everything, man. But the fucking thing about the drugs is that I'm a very conscious person. I mean, I'm very aware. Like if I'm about to get in a fight, I'm like, fuck, like, what if I get caught? Like, what if I go to jail? You know what I mean? So it was hard to be the fucking drug dealer, man, because I was always like, fuck, like, scared. I mean, I'm fucking scared, bro.
Well, it's risk and reward. Boy. I mean, and you know what? The gangster fool is gonna call it scared, but I mean, the way I see it now is you were just smarter, though. You feel me?
You know what? I never had the necessity to go and hustle and shit. So I always felt like it was one of those things I was doing to maybe like fucking earn some street cred or some shit. So I was like, man, I could throw shows and make way more fucking money than I'm doing right here and shit.
I mean, you did it right, though.
Yeah, so that drug career didn't last long and shit, but yeah. So back to what I was saying. This is a long ass story. I go on for fucking days, bro. But it was out of necessity, you know what I mean? I just stayed consistent with it. Yeah. And then when I started seeing like cool money from it, I I started watering down the integrity of the shit I was doing. I mean, and that's really when I had to put the brakes and stop. I mean, because I was throwing the shows once I started making money and had money to invest. I was throwing the shows that I wanted to see as a fan. I mean, like, yo, I want to see fucking Chino XL live, so let me book him.
Yeah.
What if I put Crooked Eye on the same lineup?
Yeah.
Let me go book him.
Yeah.
What if I want to put like this artist on the lineup? Let me go book him. So like all my dream team of rappers, I was booking them.
Yeah.
And people were like, yo, how'd you put this lineup together? Or I was like, bro, I'm a fan. I want to see them live.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw the fucking show. It was on some like, that was fucking tight for me. That's how I was throwing my events, you know, like booking legendary artists because I wanted to see them live.
Yeah, no, I mean, I remember, bro, like, so you telling the beginning of your history about the love for hip hop and shit. And then here you are, the promoter side, the beginning stages of your music and throwing shows career. I mean, you were able to tap in with a lot of legends that you grew up listening to.
Yeah.
So it was like a plus, huh?
But the thing with those shows is that it was hard to make money sometimes because you'd have your headliner, you'd have to pay your headliner a certain amount. You get me? And I always had to I never paid an artist their full price, you know, like ever. But
willing and dealing.
Yeah, they you know, had good relationships with everyone. So you'd have to pay the headliner, you'd have to fucking you know, like there was all these, you know, book a hotel for them, travel, fucking their fee and shit like that. And then at the end, it was like you try to break even. That was a goal, you know, or you make a little bit of profit. And then I started getting into just regular, you know, shows where I was like, fuck the headliner. Let's just do some local shit, you know?
Yeah.
And that's kind of when I started making more money and shit. You know, that's when I was like, yo, if I could book 10 artists one night and get $200 from each artist, that's 2,000. The venue's for free because they're about to make their bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got the door
and then they're giving me 15-20% of the bar. So there's another 500 minimum. So now
homie, you were killing it.
So now I'm at $2,500, no headliner, no, I don't have to pay shit. You know what I mean? I was like $2,500 profit. There's nothing at risk. Like if the show doesn't crack, I don't lose shit. You get me?
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? Like
you're just killing it with artists.
So now I'm like
pay to play.
So now I'm like let me do 3 shows a weekend and then 4 and then 5. So I'm like, if I can make $2,500 on a night, 2 nights is 5 racks, 3 nights is, you know, 7,500. So I was like, this is too fucking easy. But now I was throwing like, now artists will come into town, like, you know, headlining artists would be like, yo, man, here's our tour schedule. You're interested? And I was like, nah, I'm straight. Because now I knew that the local shows work. Like the artists that didn't really give a shit. They just want to rap on stage for their homies and sell some tickets and grind. Yeah. And I was kind of like, fuck it. I mean, I'm creating a platform, you know? Yeah. But then I got addicted to that shit. I was doing it too much where I was just like, there are shows where I wouldn't even show up, bro. Like I'll send someone like, go collect money, bro, and fucking run the show. Yeah. And I'll be at another show. So I'd run multiple shows on nights because I was like, I can't really do this shit on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I need weekends. So I'd throw 2, bro, I kid you not. I could show you flyers. I threw 3 shows in one night in 3 different spots simultaneously, bro. And I had like, I think my fucking girlfriend at the time go run one show, you know, just collect tickets and be cool with the venue owner for the day and set up the DJ shit. And then I have another homie at another show. Yeah. And then meet up at Denny's at the end of the night and be like, yo, good night. So then that's when I had to pump the brakes though, because I was like, nah, this is not why I got into hip hop. I mean, I got to do the hip hop shit. I got to take it back to the roots. Yeah. So I kind of chill. I stopped doing all that shit.
And so what year was it that you stopped doing all that? Like you kind of pumped the brakes on
2012.
Okay.
2012.
That makes sense because I went away in I think 2011, and then I get out in 2000. I only went away for 2 years, dog. But I get out in 2013, and your motherfucking name, my boy, is just buzzing, homie. My ear went to my in regards to the LA hip hop scene. Isuppose was the man. And you know, this is something that I respect about you, and I remember this conversation to this day, dog. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I forget if we had it online or if we had it over the phone, dog. But I said, yo, what up, my G? You know what I mean? Damn, dog, I'm out, my boy. You know what I mean? What's popping? You know what I mean? Because you always my plug with the shows, dog. You know what I mean? I said, what's popping with the shows? You know what I mean? And you said, look, what I'm doing, dog. You know what I mean? And I don't know if you remember this, dog. You know what I mean? But you said, look what I'm doing. You know, and I see, and he goes, how are you gonna fit in right here on what I'm doing? And I mean, I didn't get mad about it, my boy.
Oh, yeah.
And I
was on Facebook.
And I took a step back, and you know, word had it like, you know, Isuppose was, you know, like reaching the kids, you know what I mean? He's putting this message out, this and that. And I took a step back and I said, yeah, how the fuck is Scum City gonna fucking fit into this motherfucking script, homie? It ain't, you know what I mean? But I respected that though, dog. I didn't get, you know what I mean? I didn't get upset about it, no, nothing like that, dog. I said, you're absolutely right. Did that shit cut out? Did you hear that?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay. I said, you're absolutely right, dog. You know what I mean?
I guess during the time you were away, man, I shift gears, you know, and it was a whole different thing. Like I wasn't even.
And you got hated on over that by a lot of cats, huh?
Yeah. So here's the thing, man, that you know, in the interview you had with the homie Jimmy, man, you were talking about like the music, but then you were saying how like this was your calling. You know what I mean? Like talking
callings and passions.
Callings and passions, and being able to like talk and conversate to people and have conversations and shit like that. You get me?
Yeah.
So with me, bro, how you were saying like, what did I like more, like the rap or the business side of it? The whole thing with my group Rhymatics is that it didn't feel original to me. You know what I mean? It just kind of didn't feel original to me as far as what I was doing as an artist. I feel like I was doing the same thing for too long because I started off as a battle rapper. You know? Like, yo, I'm a fucking chop your fucking head off and throw it in the gutter and fucking, you know, like.
Yeah, you a beast too, homie.
Fucking get your mama's coochie wet with butter. Like I was just on some like battle rap shit.
You know what? I remember when they would throw, real quick, I don't mean to cut you off, my boy. I remember when you the Second Street Jazz, dog, when we do this, you throw in these shows, my boy, and at the end they'd have these ciphers, dog, you know what I mean? And I'd see you, you know what I mean? I was never a freestyler, homie. I've always put pen to paper, my boy, you know what I mean? But I'd see you and I'd be like, look at this fool right here, dog. You know, you don't know who's watching you, but I was watching you, my boy. And you would stock the circle, dog. You would stock the circle, dog. Next thing you know it, homie, you know, the dude that threw the show was standing at the door collecting the motherfucking money. And now the dude that collected his money, he in the motherfucking circle, dog, and you would be killing it, dog. And so I always was like, damn, dog, homie's a motherfucking beast, dog. You know what I mean? And so I always respected you as a fucking artist, dog. So when I seen that you made that shift, my boy, that's what I meant in the beginning of my introduction of you, my boy, is you figured out that hip hop Rubik's Cube, opposed to others. You got 40-year-old dudes that are still spinning that bitch, dog. And trying to build a fan base, homie. You know what I mean? Dog, you said, hey, you know what? Let me put some meaningful fucking music out there.
And I'm gonna explain how that happened. So we were doing the Rhymatic shit. We were raw as fuck, bro. Like we would get love from everybody. I'm talking about legends, greats, like people that I grew up admiring were like showing me love, you know? At the time, 2008, Crooked Eye was like my favorite fucking rapper. He's still one of my top 5 MCs ever. But at that time, he was like fucking God to me, you know? And he heard our shit. He reached out to me. He's like, yo, I want to do a song with your crew. Like, and for me, I was like, yo, that's fucking crazy. You know, at the time he had just formed Slaughterhouse and like he was with the fucking legends, you know? And he's reaching out to fucking poor little fucking Rhymatics on some, let's make some music. You get me? So I was like, damn, we have something. We have something where the legends are reaching out and wanting to make music with us. And we were around the right people so many times. You get me?
Yeah, excuse me. Go ahead, keep on going.
That same year, 2008, we became affiliated with the whole infamous Mob Deep camp. You know?
You were telling me about you're a part of Mob Deep West.
Yeah, infamous Mob West. Like the whole fucking, we were a part of that. And when that happened, and I still fuck with all them, but when that happened, we were like, fuck yeah, like we're in. You get me? Like we got approval from the fucking OGs in the game, like people we grew up listening to.
Yeah, homie.
So I went and got a Mob Deep tattoo on my arm and everything, and it was a dope fucking experience. And then a couple years later, 2012, we dropped the mixtape, right? Rhymatics, and it was hosted entirely by Snoop Dogg. So
wait, what do you mean by hosted?
oh, okay, so Snoop Dogg has his label, right? Like Doggy Style Records.
Yeah.
But then he has like this sub label that's called like I think it's a GN Worldwide or something.
Okay.
So he had like that label, and then he put out like a mixtape, and we got a song on that mixtape. You get me? And then on the beginning of the song, he's talking. He's like, "Yo, Rhymatics, you know, blah blah blah." He has like a skit at the beginning of the song. We heard that, and we were like, "What the fuck? Like that's crazy." You get me?
Yeah.
Long story short, when we did the mixtape, he's like Snoop's label put it out. You get me? Like their label, like the GM Worldwide, like released it on their website and whatever.
Yeah.
Snoop like tweeted about it, posted on it on fucking Facebook, and he's on every song hosting it. Meaning, like, let's say you have an album, right? A mixtape. Picture him on every single song being like, "Lucky, Scum City, what's up? Check this out." Every single song, like,
that's sick.
Like in the studio, professional quality, not on some like camcorder. Like, "Yo, can you shout us out?" Like I'm talking about, like, he took this.
He was
project,
a part of the production.
Yeah. And like the album cover says like hosted by Snoop Dogg, and it's released. Like it's a legit project, bro.
Yeah.
And when that happened, we were like, "Damn, this is our opportunity." You know, Mexicans fucking with Snoop Dogg, and
we own.
And this is crazy, man. To hear Snoop be like, "I suppose," you know, and shout you out on the song, it's fucking. I'll play a little fucking snippet right now. So once that shit happened, and you know, we didn't blow up, like in my head, like nothing happened after that.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, "Fuck, bro.
I
don't think this rapping shit is like. How do you come up? How do you blow up? What you know?"
Can you hear yourself still?
Yes.
Okay. It's my headphones in. Go ahead. Sorry, Don.
You're listening to Sandpaper Smooth, Volume 2, brought to you by the Rhymatics.
Oh, shit. That's tight.
XP.
Oh, shit. He threw out the X.
I suppose. Let's get it. Give me something for the niggas that be rapping and rhyme.
You know what I mean? Like
shit.
It was on some raw shit, you know?
Yeah.
So that's the name of the album and shit.
That's tight, dog.
Hosted by Snoop Dogg. This is 2012.
Yeah.
So, you know, after that, you know, we were like, damn, big shit's gonna start happening, you know, and nothing's really happening. And that's kind of when I realized, like, bro, it's not about handouts. It's not about, you know, jumping on a bandwagon or having artists co-sign for you. Like,
it doesn't matter.
Like that shit doesn't really it doesn't matter. You get me? Like, you got to go and build. You got to go build from the ground up. You got to go find your own lane, create it. And so that's kind of when I kind of lost hope on music. Not necessarily like, "Oh, I'm gonna stop rapping." I was focused on the business side of it now. You get me? It wasn't really about the rap shit. Like, people are like, "Yo, you trying to blow up as an artist? Like, you trying to get a record deal? I'm like, "Nah, I just rap because I love it." You know what I mean?
So you were focusing on the business side in regards to throwing
shows and just trying to still be involved in hip hop, but I wasn't like in the studio 24/7. Like, "Yo, I'm the next best thing. You know, I'm the next best thing. I'm gonna fucking blow up. Like, check me out." I wasn't doing that. I mean, I was just like rapping with my crew because those were the homies. And even music wise, all the Rhymatics shit, man, it was just me dropping verses. You get me?
Yeah.
Like my job was like choosing beats, coming up with like concepts, and then dropping a verse. Like I'd never done a hook in any Rhymatics song. We have like hundreds of songs. I never did a hook because I was like, that's not my shit. I don't sound good doing hooks. Like, it's not. So all I had to do was write a 16-bar verse, and that was the easiest shit ever. So it was
you don't do hooks, do you?
Nah. Hold on. So I'm gonna definitely get to that right now. But so that's kind of where it was. Like, man, this is easy. All I gotta do is write a 16. You get me? So people are like, "Why don't you do solo music?" I'm like, "Fuck, write a whole song by myself, bro. Like, that's a lot of work. Like, I can't."
Yeah.
Plus, what am I gonna rap about? All my shit's like, "Yo, fucking lyrical, miracle, spiritual." You get me? It was all like raw shit like that.
Yeah.
So I fucking did this song, bro. I had this girlfriend, this relationship I was in, and girl broke up with me, and I did this song called, I forgot what the fuck it was called, but I couldn't figure out how to, like, she didn't have an email. You get me?
Yeah.
Like, girl didn't have an email or some shit. Or I don't know what the fuck. She wasn't checking her email. So I put it on YouTube, to send her the link.
Yeah.
Just to make sure she fucking heard it. And people that were following me on fucking Facebook came across the song, or just random people started hearing the song, bro, and they started commenting on YouTube like, yo, this is dope. Yo, this is badass. Yo, fuck, this is my favorite song. And I was like, what the fuck's going on? You get me? So it was that song. What the fuck is it called? I don't know.
It was about your girl.
At a girl that I had at the time.
Yeah,
you get me? Like an ex. It was like
and you were just talking about your relationship.
Yeah, like I fucked up. I'm sorry. You know, it was like a deep fucking song.
And that shit hit home. It resonated.
And that shit got like 7,000 views. You get me? And from having like 7 views to fucking 7,000. And
I mean, you made it. That's like 7 million.
Yeah. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah.
So then people started messaging me on Facebook, like, yo, do another song like that, you know? And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So eventually when I started building the buzz, bro, and I started doing shows, I would only perform that song because that's the only song I had. So I would do that and then snippets of like rhymatic shit.
Yeah.
And then eventually I started touring. So I did like a 30-city tour, right? With the crew I was rolling with back in the days. Like, think about 30-state tour. So we're everywhere, away from months.
That's crazy.
And all I'm performing is one song I have, and I'm freestyling the rest. So I build my buzz, bro, on freestyles. Because people were like, yo, we love that one song. But I didn't really have more music, bro. So all my songs that are popular now, I have like a Cry Girl Cry, Dear Sarah, Backstabbing Love. Like, these are all songs that came out when I already had like a little buzz.
Yeah.
But I was building an audience and I didn't have music. You know what I mean? So that was the weird shit where it was like, fuck, the fuck's going on and shit. I don't know. My story's all over the place. But.
No, don't worry about it, dog. I'm following, and your story isn't all over the place, dog. I mean, it's a good story, my boy.
Yeah, it's just,
I mean,
there's so many layers, bro.
This is a chapter that I missed, my boy. So not only, I mean, other people know this, but this is information that I love hearing, my boy. Because I mean, I missed the gap, dog. I missed the gap, dog. How you went from Rhymatics to Isuppose.
So when I did that song, I was like, damn, maybe it's time to fucking I had a homie at the time, right? He was like, yo, why don't you fucking do songs, perform them? We're touring, you get me? And I was organizing the tour.
Yeah.
So I was hosting it. And the way it worked is that we only had 4 artists on the lineup because it was our little crew. And we had so much time to kill. Like, the show will be packed at 7 p.m., but the performers don't go until 9. So I'd just be hosting. So I just freestyle. That's how I was building my fucking buzz. You get me?
Yeah.
So a boy at the time was like, why don't you do actual songs? Like, why don't you take this serious? And I'm like, nah, fuck that shit. Like, fuck that shit. Finally, one day I was like, let me just write a song about a breakup. You know what I mean? And they're not corny. They're not like, oh my God, I was so sad and love. They're just coming at it from a different fucking angle. It's no different than what J. Cole does. It's no different than what Kendrick Lamar does. They're not like, you know, yeah, some songs are kind of fucking corny. Now I'm thinking about it. But I'm just expressing myself. And that shit, you know, I wasn't trying to be the most lyrical, yo, I'm fucking raw, crack your jaw. I wasn't being that artist anymore. I was just being like, yo, my girl left me and that shit broke my heart.
That shit fucked me up.
And
You're
then
just
it
being
started
real,
hitting
homie.
with people, bro. And that shit started spreading like on its own. Like,
you know what's crazy, dog, is in the underground rap world, my boy, you know what I mean, that I was once a part of, my boy, you know what I mean? And everybody wants to be the hardest. Yeah. Everybody wants us, you know what I mean? And that shit's dope on an entertainment purpose, dog. You know what I mean? From like one underground head to another underground. That shit, motherfuckers love that shit, dog. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, homie, if you want to really catch the numbers, you want to catch a wide range, an audience, my boy, you need to not talk about fucking cutting open, fucking whoop-de-whoop and this and that. You need to say shit that people fucking go through on it every day, my boy. So peep game, homie. So when I heard you were doing what you're doing and you were doing it how you were doing it, my boy, I heard the skeptics. Oh, I suppose. Whoa. You know what I mean? And I was like, well, he's doing that right now, but he found a way. He got an audience. And he can probably out-rap the fuck out your motherfucking ass, homie. You know what I mean? Like, I know you hard, homie, from back then, dog. So when I seen you doing what you're doing, I said, oh shit. And then when you told me, I said, come on, my boy. I'm not a fucking dummy, dog. Like, you put the pieces together and be like, hey, homie figured it out.
Yeah, people think that I have, even my close homies be like, bro, you're smart. Like, you're fucking smart. Like,
You did it, homie.
I see what you're doing. No, hold on. But they're like, I see what you're doing, bro. And I'm like, what am I doing? Like, bro, you're fucking smart, bro. Like, if someone could pull it off, it's you. So they were talking to me like I'm fucking the grand scheme of
like
things.
You're pulling off a heist.
Like I'm just chilling. Like, I'm like, fuck. If I start making sad music, I'm gonna start building my numbers. And
I'm not saying that though.
So that's not how it happened.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I did that song, bro, I was insecure about just putting it on YouTube. You get me? And then when people started showing me love and they're like, make music like this, I was like, I can show the real me. Yeah. So I was like, damn, it's crazy. So when I put out my first songs, I heard all the negative shit. You know, everyone's like, oh, it was sudden to everyone. It was so sudden. But they didn't know that for the last 4 or 5 years or 3 years, I had lost my passion for rap because I almost felt like, man, this raw shit, I don't feel it. Like, there's no passion in it. I want to do deeper shit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But I just never had the courage to do it. So to people, it seemed like a sudden like marketing fucking scheme. But it's like, nah, bro, I'm really fucking a depressed, heartbroken fucking. And then I started putting my real stories in the music. And then it's just obvious, like, oh, shit.
Can you imagine, dog, if half the dudes that were out there making music, dog, if they just put down that fucking facade, homie, you know what I mean, and wrote music about the real person that they are.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, my boy, I think there'd be a lot more, and I'm not saying the music is not, check it out, my boy. I got people that I fuck with, dog, you know what I mean? And to this day, dog, you know what I mean? You know, they're in their late 30s, homie, they're, you know what I mean? And they still talking about bop, 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 and whoop, whoop, whoop. And it's like, my boy, I know you ain't even living like that. Yeah. Fuck you talking about, homie. Talk about something real. Talk about how you struggled to pay that bill last week, or something, you know what I mean? Something real, dog. I mean, cut the motherfucking bullshit out already, homie. You know what I mean? Like, let's be real about fucking life, dog. And you know what? I commend you on that, dog. You know what I mean? Because you said I didn't have the courage. I didn't have the courage to step out this underground LA hip hop realm of a bunch of killers, a bunch of whoop-de-whoop-whoops, you know what I mean? Dog, a lot of people don't have the courage to be their motherfucking self, dog. And definitely. You did, homie.
And
you did, dog.
Trip out though. I'm not making any fucking like claims and shit, but in 2012, 2013, you know, my little camp, and then there was other artists that, you know, we were making what people call fucking, I don't know, sad fucking music. You get me? Like sad shit. And everyone else was on some just regular shit. You get me?
Yeah.
The years that started following, because we had a lot of eyes on us, you know, the people I was with, and it was like, we had a lot of attention at the time. And then I just started noticing, as far as the underground shit, a big shift. The people that, other artists that were around our movement, they started doing songs that were deeper. And, you know, we were kind of in the back, like, you know, like,
Dicks.
damn, like we fucking
look at you go.
We influence.
Yeah.
We didn't like shit talk like, oh, they're trying to copy or nothing, because it's good. They found the fucking calling that we found. You get what I'm saying? So like, you're not, it's like fucking, it's like if you stop doing drugs and then your homies are like, oh, you're a fucking bitch. But then a year later, they stop doing drugs. I don't think you should really clown them. You should be like, yo, bro, I'm glad you found it. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't understand it then, but I'm glad you're you know, you can't be like, you fucking hypocrite, because they, at that time, they didn't find that calling yet. You get what I'm saying?
Bro? I'm gonna give you that right there, dog. Because when you first started talking about what you're talking right now, dog, I was like, you know what, dog, man, fuck them motherfuckers, dog. But as soon as you put it in the context of saying drugs and shit, which I can 100% relate to, sometimes see what you did right there, dog? You're doing it to me now, dog. You're working that magic, dog. You spoke to my level, the language that I understand, dog. You know what I mean? You know, and yeah, my boy.
So that's exactly what was happening. Like, we saw this shift, and people that are becoming more like conscious and more like, damn, all right, like this seems to be like working. We don't got to be the toughest dudes, you know. And we were watching from the outside looking in, and we're like, yo, that's dope. And I'm glad. Hopefully, we were the fucking inspiration for that. And I know for a lot of cases we work, because to this very day, I have a lot of artists like, yo, bro, like when you did this song, like it made me want to write this song, or songs that are bigger than my shit, like way bigger. You get what I'm saying? Like artists that are fucking, you would think I'm following their footsteps. You get me?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's.
Hold on, let me shoot this address out real quick, my boy. I'm not trying to be rude or anything.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
I get these fucking messages sometimes in the middle, and I got some cats coming trying to get some motherfucking gear, dog, Hoodstock gear. So I mean, hey, check it out real quick. Hoodstocks. Support the motherfucking movement right here. This is how your boy, you know what I mean? This is how I add on to the, you know what I mean, the equipment and all the above, you know what I mean? The little hustle like this. Cop the T, www.50racks.com. I love you guys. Support is everything, you know what I mean? I'm nothing, homie's nothing without the support of everybody. You know what I mean? Definitely. The love and the support is highly appreciated. You know what I mean? On every level and shit. But so, can we get into a song though?
Yeah. Like play a song or talk about a song?
I wanna play a song and then I want to talk about a song.
All right.
I mean, off the new album, Anger, which is out now.
All right. Well, let's how about we shed some light on what that album is real quick, just so you know what I mean, just so it makes sense.
Let's do it.
Basically, I'm gonna try to sum this shit up real quick. So on my first album, right, called Truth, I did the song called The Thrill Is Gone. And at the time when it came out, like fucking thing, Tech 9 followed me on Twitter. Hobson shared it on his Twitter.
Wow, is that right?
And Facebook.
Yeah?
Yeah. People were
Wait, what song was that?
The Thrill Is Gone. So it's this video called Thrill Is Gone. I'm like a homeless man and I'm just spitting fucking bars.
Oh, that's just tight.
Yeah,
I seen that one.
So it's like a 6-minute song where I'm just like rapping and shit. So
should we play that?
No.
Okay.
Let's not play that.
Go ahead.
But so the thing is that I did that album on my sad album, and then I did that song on the album, right? So that made people say, like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck was that, bro? Like, you rap like that? Because take in mind that 90% of my fans, 99% of my fans never even heard of Rhyme Addicts.
Yeah.
That was so like, there was a gap. You get me? When I built my audience, the Rhyme Addict shit, we weren't really doing it no more. So it's not like they're like, I suppose from the Rhyme Addicts. They were just like, I suppose. I'm like, he has a group called Rhyme Addicts. Like, what the fuck, really? You get me? It was like that. So I did that song, The Thrill Is Gone, and people were like, yo, this guy can actually like spit bars, you get me, and rap. So I did the reason I did that song is because of all the haters and shit. Like, oh, this fool used to be raw, and now he's all corny. This fool's not a real MC. He's a fucking softy ass rapper, blah, blah, blah. So I did that song to show people like, look, I could fucking rap if I want to, So that's fast forward. I dropped the second album, and that shit was like mad depressing and shit. Mad like fucking, I want to kill myself. I'm sad. So that's why I did Anger, the third album.
Yeah.
When I was recording my second album, it's called Happy Days and Lonely Nights. I'd go to the studio, bro, I'd play a beat and I'm writing a song, and I had to be sad. I had to put my emotions out, but it was making me angry. So I was writing these like raw fucking songs. And when I was trying to piece the album together, I'm like, this shit doesn't sound good. Like, these songs don't fit here. So that's when I just made it a new album called Anger. But I recorded 2 albums, a completely soft, like emotional album and a raw shit at the same. Like, it was supposed to be one album and shit.
Okay. Oh, so you split it up.
So I just split it up, and then I added like 2 songs to like finalize it. And
so how long ago was this that you wrote these songs in?
Okay, so Anger just came out in August, right? August 8th. But I recorded, with the exception of one song called Mind Never Serial Killer, I recorded the whole album in 2017.
17.
So that album is fucking 2 years old, bro. You know what
I mean?
I mean, yeah. So it was one of the shit that I held in the fucking, because I finished 2 albums at the same time. So I had to drop one or whatever. And then I did Anger.
I mean, how do you decide when you're gonna drop an album? So since you dropped Happy Days and Lonely Nights 2017, why did you wait so long to drop Anger?
Because I did a year of like touring, you get me, like doing shows and milking it. And like, for me, bro, I've never been like, here's a question a lot of people ask me. They're like, bro, like, why is so and so more popular than you? Why are these artists bigger than you, and you guys were coming up together? Or like, you fuck with so and so and so. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
and in hip hop, bro, is all about consistency. It's about content and consistency.
100%.
And like, if you look at a lot of these artists that are coming up, and much love to all of them, they have 7, 8, 9 albums and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got fucking 100 music videos. They got a lot of content. Back to what I was saying earlier, I even to right this very day, bro, I don't really play the rapper role much. You get me? Like, I only have 3 albums and shit since I dropped the first one in 2013 or whatever. So like 6 years, barely dropped the 3rd album. So it's not like I'm dropping fucking content like crazy. I've never dropped a single. Like, I've never dropped a song that was not on the album. Like, yo, check out my new single. You get me? I've never dropped a music video that wasn't on the album. I haven't even dropped a music video in the last fucking year. And so I've never played that role, bro. Like, it's crazy. People don't trip out. Like, I mean, people trip out where they're like, damn, you haven't really released a lot of shit. But I've been able to tour. I've been able to tour and do my shows and have meet and greets and fucking build an audience off just a little bit of content. Basically the first album, because to me the second album flopped. Like, to me it flopped by my standards. You get me? It like, to me it flopped.
Your numbers weren't right.
Yeah, because I wasn't putting in the proper legwork. You get what I'm saying? Like, I dropped 2 videos for it, didn't really promote them. Where the first album,
And why is that though, dog?
Just personal shit. You know what I mean? You go
shit.
through personal shit, and like I said, when you're not the full-time artist, like, there's when the passion's not there, sometimes it's like you can't force it, type of shit.
Do you, if you don't mind me asking, my boy, do you suffer for any like little mental health? You know what I mean? Do you, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a subject that I'm open with, bro.
No. So
because I do, dog.
I'm not clinically depressed. You know, I have no diagnosis and shit, but
Yeah,
I deal with depression, with anxiety, with all that shit, and I want to say at a fucking crazy fucking level. You know what I mean?
So what do you do for?
Yeah,
what do you do for your anxiety, my boy? Do you take any medication?
No,
like, how do you?
I just fucking isolate myself. You know what I mean? Like currently.
But that's not good though, dog.
Isolate myself from the public and shit. You know what I mean? I don't sit in the fucking corner.
Because I hear you, but that,
I mean? But
because that is the public, is the amount of success that you have, does it give you anxiety?
It's not that, bro. All right, so I'm gonna speak on the most recent situation. So, and if you listen to the album Anger, there's a lot of like, it's aimed at fake people, fake supporters, fake, you know what I mean?
No, I know.
People that one day are like, I suppose, like, I was, like, I've had girls, bro, that have come to me and they're like, I'm gonna share a story that not even my family knows. Like,
They've talked to you in confidence.
I was raped, I was abused by my dad. I was molested and blah blah blah. And I sit there, bro, day after day, like coaching them, mentoring them, talking to them, like giving them advice and stuff like that.
And that's weight on you.
No. So before I used to be weight, when I used to deal with people like, I want to kill myself, I'm gonna kill myself tonight. You get me? I'm like, fuck. And I'm the only person they tell. You get me?
Yeah.
Like, if you look at my history, as far as like even just scrolling down through my Instagram, I've been to clinics, I've been to mental hospitals to visit fans. I've had I don't want to say her name on the interview, but there was this girl that her mom called me and was like, can you go see my daughter at she was on a 72-hour hold. She wanted to kill herself. Well, she went in the shower and she tried killing herself to my music.
Wow.
So she went in the shower, got a boombox, played my song, and tried killing herself. You get me? They were able to stop her. They took her to the 72-hour hold, and she didn't want to talk to no one but me. So the mom's like, can you go? And I'm like, fuck. This was a couple years ago. So I go, right? I go to the Olive View in Silmar. And I go in there and I have to be like, oh, I'm her uncle, or, I said some shit like that, I'm family. And I go in there and I talk to her and stuff like that, So like, I've done that shit a lot. You get me? I have no problem doing that. Like, I made that commit. At first I had like stress and anxiety over that, because I was like, that's just overwhelming. I've literally had a girl message me on Instagram. I was at a poker game, at a home poker game, right, with my brother. and I'm fucking playing cards. I'm having a good time drinking, and this girl's like, "I just got raped by my dad 10 minutes ago."
Oh,
Like it just happened, and she's on the side of the bed crying, and she messages me.
whoo,
So-
man.
Like 15-year-old girl, bro. You get me? And I'm just like, fuck. So she's like, please don't tell anyone. I was like, I have to report. Like, I want to fucking report it.
You
Like,
got to.
like, but she's not giving me her information. You get me? Like, I'm like, where do you live? Like, how can I get a hold? You know, and I have no information, bro. There, she builds this wall. She's like, no, please. And I think she like stopped replying to my shit, like, you know, at that moment, and it just left me like, what the fuck? You get what I'm saying?
God damn it.
So
homie.
like shit like that was happening to me a lot, bro. So I kind of drifted away from giving people advice like that.
Kind of isolate
Like
yourself.
I still do it, but before I used to be like, if you need to talk, message me, and my shit will flood, bro. So every day I was just stressing, and I had an obligation. I could be having dinner with my family, like my mom's birthday, and then I get a DM. It's like, I really need to talk. Like I can't stop crying, and I'd have to like step outside of my family thing to go cater to this. You get me? Because I'm like, what if this girl wants to blow her brains out? You get what I'm saying? So it was a big responsibility. You know, but I was very involved in shit. But this is the stuff I'm dealing with now that I had fans. So just imagine a girl that opens up to me like that, and I'm there for her, bro. I'm like the one that helps her. And then she says, like, I fucking love you. Like, without you, I wouldn't be alive. You saved me. You get me? Life wouldn't be what it is without your music. Thank you so much. You're an idol. You're a role model. Forever grateful. I'm gonna fuck with you till the end, right? So you're like, all right, cool. Like, this is the connection. And then you see them on some like somebody's comment, like, man, fuck Isuppose. He's whack. He used to be dope, but like, it's fucking whack. I don't fuck with him no more. These same people, that shit affects you harder. You get me? Because you're like, damn, I had this connection where I was that one person in their life that knew something no one knew. And they're so quick to be like, fuck you. You know what I mean? So that's where the anger shit, because that started happening a lot, like over stupid shit, over someone's like, you're my favorite rapper, or whatever, and they don't get a t-shirt on time. They order a t-shirt and that shit doesn't get shipped because of a fucking look, actually, let me just show you this since we're right here. Just something little like quick, like right here. There's a little picture I took today. I took yesterday at 8:43 to send it to some girl, right? So you see the address?
Yeah.
But what is that sticker on top of it?
Return to sender.
Why? Insufficient address.
Yeah.
So basically, this girl ordered some shit on the website, but didn't put the apartment number. You get me? So we have like a PO box and shit like that. So this shit'll get sent back, and I don't see it for weeks. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
I'm not like, it doesn't get sent back. Like they don't come knocking on my door and like, yo, here it is, bro. It didn't get sent. You know what I mean? Fix it real quick, and then I'll just take it back. It doesn't happen like that.
Yeah.
Like this shit takes time. Eventually gets sent back. You don't see it, and we're like, all right, put that on the side right now. For little mistakes like that, you get me? And then these people be like, oh, you're fucking, you're this, you're that, like fucking hate you now. You get me? And it's like, well, damn, we got the fucking connection. Like we fucking, like I build relationships with fans, bro. Like friendships. Like come to me whenever you need me. Like fucking, like a couple of days ago, I saw some shit over merch shit, right? Fans were like, you're fucking scamming us. You're a scammer. You get me? And these are people that have my fucking cell phone number, bro. Like, you know, they're like, they'll post shit like they're fucking stressed out. They ain't got no one. I'm like, oh, here's my number. Like, play iPhone games whenever, you know, just like cool shit. That shit goes a long way for people. Let's play an iPhone game, like to cheer you up. You know, like people that you show love to, you go above and beyond. And then they're quick to like, none of that shit matters no more. You know what I mean?
Quick to shit on you.
And then they'll just be like, man, you're fucking fake. You're whack. And then that shit. So that necessarily doesn't affect me on like, oh my God, I'm so sad your friendship is no longer here. It's the whole thing from an outside perspective of looking at it like, damn, bro, like what the fuck is humanity? Like so many people are like this. Like, who do you give your trust to? You know what I mean? Who do you love? Like like if someone could switch
So quick.
like let's say right now we're having a good conversation, you get me? and let's say we end the interview, we're not like, hey, bro, thanks for the opportunity. This was dope. Cool. You're like, damn, we actually had a deep talk. It was dope. And then I do an interview tomorrow, and they're like, "Oh yeah, how was that podcast or that interview you did yesterday?" I was like, "Man, that fool's whack. Like that fool's a little bitch ass fool." But you're not gonna get it. You're gonna be like, "Wait, what do you mean?" You know what I mean? And I'm like, "Bro, that shit was whack. I just did that shit because I don't know what the fuck. That shit was fucking far, bro.
It just
shit."
yeah.
So it's gonna hit you differently because it's not like we had an altercation.
Yeah.
Like, hey, homie, fuck you. You know, it was like, damn, bro, we were cool. Like, we shared a moment. You know what I mean? And now he's out like dissing me, and it catches you on some like, what the fuck?
I mean, it catches you off guard. It's like
on some off guard for no reason.
Yeah, it's like you can't figure it out.
So then when that happens enough, you're like, do I really want to become cool with anyone? Like, do I really trust people? And I know it's not everyone's fault, you know, but I've had I'm talking about fans, bro. I've been to their house, like met their mom, fucking had dinner at their fucking house because I'm that guy, you know, like, oh, we're cooking, you want something? I'll be like, yeah, of course. Like, let me eat your food, like fucking around just to have a good vibe, you know. I build my reputation on being that person that always went extra.
Yeah.
So to have those people, like, it's cool to dislike, you know what I mean? If I order a Hoodstock shirt and it doesn't get to me, you know what I mean? First thing I'm gonna do is hit you up.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, do you have your shit available like through PayPal? Or how do you have it?
PayPal though.
All right, so I buy a shirt, I don't get it. I hit you up. I get frustrated. You get me? I'm like, yo, this fool's not even fucking. He's giving me the runaround. I feel scammed.
Yeah.
Like not scammed, but I feel like I'm not gonna get my shirt, right?
Yeah.
All I gotta do it sucks for you, but all I gotta do is go to PayPal, file a dispute, and then PayPal send me back the money. Here's your $25. They deduct it from your shit, and you get to pay a penalty. I mean,
done deal.
Done deal. Like I don't have to call you a scammer.
Exactly.
I could do that and get my money back.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you're gonna have to pay a fee. So it's almost like, joke's on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm like, you don't want to send me my shit, now you got to pay that fee.
I mean, there's a way around it.
Yeah. So for me to get to you're a fucking scammer, a fucking fake, there has to be so much shit has to happen. You get me?
Yeah.
So I'm like, and that's what usually happens. People finally complain, they get their money back. I never even talk to them. I just get eventually at the end of the month, I see some shit where it's like, oh, this person requested a refund. They got it. Cool. That case is closed. You get me?
Yeah.
They don't have to be like, you're fucking scamming me. You get what I'm saying? So
I mean, this day and age and shit, dog, with technology. You know what I mean? So
that shit is fucking stupid, bro. That shit fucking like blows my mind, bro.
Yeah.
And people are like, you know, like I said recently.
So check it out real quick though. When we had a conversation the past couple of days in regards to something like that, that's a comment that someone left on my shit. Dog.
Yeah.
And so I personally had to take a step back because I've never had a fan base the way you've had a fan base.
Yeah.
So I had to take a step back and be like, all right, well, hold on a second. Let me think about it if I were in your shoes. You know what I mean? You have this fucking, you know, thousands and thousands of fan base, you know, and sometimes everything's not going to go perfectly. And sometimes there might be one, there might be two out the crowd, dog, that is going to point a finger and say this, say that.
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily what the fuck it is, dog.
No,
you know?
Well, what I'm saying is that the shit, because I have a lot of haters. I mean, people like, oh, I suppose he fucking sucks. You get me? That's cool. I don't care. You don't exist to me, bro. I'm grinding.
Those are fans.
When I'm out in fucking Cancun, fucking snorkeling in the blue fucking crystal water with my girl. You know what I mean? When I'm out enjoying life, you think your fucking comments affect me? You get me? They don't. Yeah. But like I said, when you have that one connection with someone that they know the struggle, you know what I mean? Because even with the clothing brand, bro, we're not fucking Fashion Nova, we're not fucking some big company. That's the first shit that came to mind. But we're not like this big company.
They're the hottest out there.
Yeah.
Right
but it's when you have a local startup, shit's different. You know what I mean? So
I mean, like you said, you're a one-man army. Like you're doing everything.
So our value, as far as for me, for clothing brand or everything I do, is not even on the quality of shit. Like people, I could put a truth, like a small little truth on the side, and people will buy it. Not because like, oh, I don't like that design. You get me? Because they're like, yo, we love what you're doing. We want to see you get ahead.
We're gonna stand behind you.
We're gonna support the brand. That's what it is. I buy so many rapper shirts and CDs that I never listen to them. No disrespect. I just don't. I don't have time. But I'll be like, oh, $5 for your mixtape here. I got you, bro.
Show love.
And I just show love. It's not like I want my money back, bro. This show only has 5 songs. Like, nah, bro. Like, that's not the type of support it is. You
It's
get
not
me?
what
Like,
it is, yeah.
like we're trying to grind. So especially when fans know this shit, they're quick to like that shit could when someone's like, you're a scammer, you get me? That shit could fuck the next person hears it like, oh, this is a fucking scammer. Like, we're not gonna support him, you get me? Or they become hesitant. And most of my fans don't even give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, for every one message I get that someone says a scammer, I get fucking 30 of people like, man, don't listen to them. We're still gonna support your shit. Yeah. I was like, thanks. And I know that. But it just sucks to see people that you had a moment with. If we didn't have a moment, you hate on me, I don't care. But if we had a moment, you know what I mean? A fucking moment. Like, it's fucking
if we connected.
Yeah. We connected.
If we shared a story, if we had a conversation.
That loyalty, you get me? Like,
yeah, for sure.
Bro, a lot of people hit me up to do interviews, right? And not on some cocky shit. I have no right to be cocky or whatever. I just don't like fucking. I have a lot of shit going on where it's like, I have to go fucking meet up with this dude to fucking talk about some shit, or I could just go live on my Instagram and
put it out
fucking
like
get
that.
better results, or you get what I'm saying, or do some shit. But it was one of those things like, fuck yeah, because now let's talk a little bit about you. There was this one incident, right? No, watch.
Are you gonna tell the gun and the meth story?
No.
You gotta tell it before you go.
Right, we'll definitely get to that one right now. But there was this one time, bro, where it was a 2nd Street Jazz, and I was running the show. You get me? And somebody that came with you, right? Like, not, I don't know if they're direct homies or like a homie or someone, but somebody in your fucking crowd, right?
Yeah.
Was smoking glass from a fucking pipe in the bathroom.
I remember that.
You know what I mean? And I went to you and I was like, hey, bro, like, I can't have this homie right there smoking some shit. I think it might have been fucking crack. It might have been some shit in the fucking bathroom. You get what I'm saying? I was like, you can't have that. Well, you went, found a dude, and you like checked him. You like, hey, but you did some boss shit. You know what I mean? And like you fucking screamed at him. I don't know what the fuck you did, but I was like, yo, that's crazy. That's some boss shit. I mean, that's some respectful shit. Like, it wasn't until years later when I see more situations in life, I always remember about that day. Like, damn, that fool, he could have been like, who gives a fuck? You get me?
Yeah.
But because you were the dude I was dealing with.
I mean, you were the homie, dog. Yeah, and I respected you, my boy.
So you were.
And this is your house. We're in your house. That's how I look at it, dog. Yeah. Whoever I brought with me, we're in your house, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you come to me and say, hey, look, because by then we got a relationship already, dog. You're like, hey, look, this motherfucker's smoking some shit. And I remember that exact day, dog. Yeah. And I got in a fight with the bouncer over that shit, dog.
Yeah.
Because I went and told him something.
Yeah.
So it was a dyke. It was a dyke from my neighborhood, bro. But she looked like a dude. And I said, hey, I'm not going to put her name out. I said, hey, don't smoke that shit right here. Whoa, you got him? I got her. Yeah. And then the security got involved. Anyways.
Yeah. I remember that day. Yeah. But it was just like that kind of level of respect type shit. You know
Off the rip.
And those are the shit where I was like, dude, this was a genuine dude. You know, and there was other times where I'd be like, hey, bro, we can't have all these fools outside. And you'd be like, yo, everyone come inside. Like, we can't be out. So I was like, this guy is like generating order. Like, this fool's on some boss shit. Like, this fool's like, he's not just letting shit fly by. You get me?
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, that's a sick ass dude right there. And you got to take in mind that I was around 20 at the time, right? I'm 32 right now, but I was probably like 22, 23. You know what I mean? I was still young and shit.
Yeah.
And it was just crazy because I would see you all, you know what I mean? You was a scary ass fool and shit. Like, you were all like fucking scary and like fucking like always on one. Like, I always look like you were on some shit, like, you know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, that's the homie right there. Like, it was kind of like one of those, like, it was probably a youngster thing, but I was like, damn, it's cool that I know that crazy fool right there. You get me?
Yeah.
I was like the toughest fool here, and I know him and shit. So that was always like some cool little thing. Like, I
always told my homies, I said, hey, check it out, dog. So when we did your shows, dog, I said, check it out, fool. We're not in the motherfucking neighborhood, dog. So I, you know what I mean? Like, I've always been an active dude for my neighborhood, and I've always, you know, I've always led by example. You know what I mean? So my homies have respected me, dog. You know what I mean? And so when we go to your shows, I said, check it out, dog. We're not in the neighborhood, my boy. You want a gangbang? Go to the fucking neighborhood. Yeah. Right now, we're gonna go do the show. You start acting stupid, you fucking my shit off, you fucking the homie shit off. It ain't good, you know what I mean? You know, if somebody calls you out your name, then we deal with it accordingly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I always have to dictate to these motherfuckers, though. Like, this
mean,
is what it is. You know what I mean?
You just reminded me. Remember the fucking, that was the opposite. The fucking show in Glendale where the fight broke out.
Was that your show?
That was my show and shit. Yeah.
In Colorado?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That was vicious, though.
Yeah.
I mean, one of my homies got shot in the nuts. One of my homies, rest in peace, Wimpy, he got fucking stabbed in the fucking gut, dog. There was that was vicious, dog.
But he didn't die that day. Like
no.
All right, so that day, right? Trip out. My brother Ricardo, man, he used to work for Golden West K9. He was a fucking security guard back in the days, you know?
Yeah.
So that day, I had booked a new venue. I forgot what it was called, but it was a spot with a little stage, a little like back area, the fucking bar. And the owner was like, look, you just need a fucking security. You know what I mean? You need a fucking security. So I told my brother, yo, you want to be security? Like, I'll fucking pay you. Like, I need a fucking security guard. You have experience, right? So he was all happy, man. He fucking dressed in all black. He bought some black boots. He fucking bought some gloves. Like, this fool was all fucking like, hell yeah. And I was like, bro, I've never had an incident at my shows besides some drunk fucking girls arguing.
It's gonna be cool.
It's gonna be cool, bro. It's gonna be fucking like the funnest shit. And he's right there, like people are coming in. He's like, patting them down.
He was cool as fuck. I remember him, though.
He's chilling right there.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, he's enjoying it. You know what I mean? I'm like, pat him down just so you can be in the spirit of the job and shit. You get me?
Yeah.
And performances are going, it's jam-packed, it's good ass night. I'm making my fucking money, I'm happy. And then that shit breaks down, bro. Like fucking ultra bar fight, fucking bottles and pull sticks and fucking people getting slammed and fucking
that was bro, like if they made a movie of a bar fight, bro, this had all the elements,
bro. It lasted so long.
I couldn't believe
like it was just going on and
it's
on.
It's in Glendale, dog.
Yeah.
You know how Glendale was the top 10 safest city in United States?
That's why there's no fucking nobody worried.
I couldn't believe it, bro.
So my brother, right? I was like, bro, you're doing way above your pay rate, because he was like pulling people away, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of people in that fight who like knew he was my brother, so they were even like, all right, cool, he's right here, like let me go whoop somebody. Like no one touched them, no one, like, you know what I mean? But he was like trying to move people. I was like, yo, get the fuck out of there. He's like, no, I'm doing my job. I was like, you're not a real fucking security, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like you got a permit, you get fucking killed, bro. Like this is it. But he was like doing his shit, you know, and then it went out to the street. It was just fucking crazy, bro. And the whole time I'm just like, because the venue was dope. It had like fucking stage, and backstage area, like fucking. So I was like, no, why is this happening? This is my first day at the show. And I mean, I told the owner, like, look, it's gonna be amazing. We have like a hip hop vibe. Like, we're gonna make money at the bar. Like, I hyped it up to him, you know. And
just to set the record real quick. You know, we didn't start that, right?
No, I fucking yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to point no fingers, but I'm saying I saw, we didn't start that shit.
I saw everything that happened. I saw you were performing, and then we had dudes in the crowd, you know, throwing up gang signs. Yeah. So like, I saw the
it was a gang related. I mean, we weren't enemies on the streets, dog, but after that, we were. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. You know, and you know what? You know what's funny about it? I didn't know that was your brother. I'm talking to your brother and shit, right? In the front after we performed, and all of a sudden, homie, I go inside, dog. I'm talking to your brother, blah, blah, blah. I'm smoking a cigarette, we chopping it up and shit. I go inside and I see a crowd of fools, dog. And I see these fools are stomping some fool out, dog. I mean, and I get two fools and I go like this, dog. And I look in and I said, oh shit, that's my homie right there, dog, from my hood, homie. And as soon as I did that, I stepped back, pop. And it was on and cracking, dog. That was I mean, I've been in a lot of bar fights, dog. And I mean, that was most definitely top 5 barber fight.
Yeah,
Dog.
that shit was fucking. I just remember the length. Like this should be over. It was just going where people were like rethrowing broken fucking stools, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Tore that
the
bitch
owner
up.
is just like, make this shit stop, make this shit stop, and I'm just like,
Call the cops.
I'm just like, fuck, what the fuck do I do right here, right? Bro, I got kicked out of. The owner was like, fucking.
Sorry about that. Dog.
So that shit actually came out in the newspaper.
Oh, did it?
Glendale newspaper
Yeah.
after like fucking chaos at a fucking. But the owner was like, get the fuck at him. Get the fuck at him. I was gonna be like, yo, do I still get a bar cut, bro? Like, nah, bro. But that shit was horrible. You know, and fucking
I apologize to you.
I
bad, dog.
I remember you calling me like the day after or some shit, like 2 days after and shit, you know, like just kind of talking about it. And I was just like, hey, that shit happened. I don't fucking know anything. You know what I mean? Like I don't streets not
You
not
know,
you know what I mean? Like I'm not. It's not even like oh I ain't no snitch or nothing. I'm just like I didn't see shit. I did the show. Yeah,
yo,
people
leave me alone.
fucked it up. Y'all go figure your shit out.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know nobody. You know what I mean? And vice versa. If they hit me up like, who are them dudes? You know, I'm like I don't fucking know nobody, bro.
We knew who each other were, dog.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, but you know what, dog? This is what's dope, dog. I mean, this is what's dope about having you on this interview, dog, is because we're not no strangers to each other, dog. And we have stories like this. I mean, not everybody's got stories like this, dog. You know what I mean? And we have stories like this that are not connected from the streets. We're just like we homies from the scene, dog. From the LA underground hip hop scene, my boy. You know what I mean? And these are dope stories to reminisce on. This time,
so fucking crazy. I mean,
you know what I mean?
I wish I didn't go through these things and shit.
You know what? I remember one time, dog. Check it out, dog. I remember one time, fool. He told me, "You fucking," and I tripped out. I said, "This little motherfucking youngster right here," and you know, because mind you, I think I'm about 10 years older than you, dog. You know what I mean, and so, anyways, dog. But I always had love for you. I always respect you, just like to this day, dog. I mean, and one time you're like, I came at you aggressive, dog. You know what I mean? And I said, I was like, bah, 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 bah. You know what I mean? I was probably on something. I was probably, you know, my wheels were spinning real fast, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you were like, you were like, damn, dog. You were like, fool. Like, you coming at me real aggressive right now, dog. You know what I mean? And I thought about it and I checked myself. I remember this to this day. It was at the 2nd Street Jazz, dog. It was the homie, remember the homie Cole Matsumoto?
Yeah.
Cole was the shit. When I went away, dog, Cole used to put money on my books, dog.
Oh shit.
He was fucking badass, dog. Owner of 2nd Street Jazz, dog.
Yeah, shout out to Cole, man.
Yeah, unfortunately, he doesn't have that spot no more, dog. You know what I mean? But anyways, dog, you know what I mean? I remember when he told me that shit, and you know what I mean? I mean, like any other cat, I'd have been like, man, fuck you, fool. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but like I had love and respect for you, dog. You know what I mean? And I said, damn. I mean, sometimes you don't realize how you might be how you moving, dog. You know what I mean? And I said, oh shit. I said, all right, dog. Nah, dog. I'm not trying to come at you like that, dog.
Yeah.
My bad, G, if you feel like that. You know what I mean? And maybe I am, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know. But anyways, dog.
No, I've always been like one dude to fucking. I mean, that's where the respect's at. I mean, stand your ground. You know,
and you stood your
even
ground.
if I get socked up, it's like, yo, stand my ground, because I'm not. You know, a lot. Even right now, like people look at me like. Okay, so I know we're supposed to talk about the Anger album and shit, but
these are good conversations. I like it though.
I have a song called "The Mind of a Serial Killer," right? Where I say I talk about the haters, and then I say I'm not a gangbanger, but neither was Jeffrey Dahmer. You get me? So
I love that line.
So
right there.
what that basically means is that people are like, "Oh, bro, you ain't in the fucking, you ain't a gangster, like you ain't about some shit." You get me? When someone gets you mad, and it's like, bro, the fucking serial killers were meant to depress motherfuckers. Like when I talk about depression and suicide and I'm fucking lonely and shit, be scared of that guy. You know what I mean? Don't be scared of the. I mean, yeah, you could be scared of a fucking gangster with a fucking gun waving around, but I'm saying like if I ever fucking kill you, it's not gonna be on some I'm from the streets. It's gonna be on some like, bro, my fucking there you go. You fucking triggered the wrong emotion and shit. You know what I mean?
So check it out. On that note, homie, on that motherfucking note, who's shooting up these schools?
Yeah, the fucking depressed fucking.
I mean, I'm not saying that you're gonna do that, but I'm just saying to back up what the fuck you're saying, my boy.
Yeah.
I mean, mental health. Like, I'm an advocate for mental health. Why, dog? Because I suffer from it, dog. And I just recently fixed myself, dog.
Yeah.
I seen a fucking psychiatrist. I mean, I'm not ashamed to talk about it, dog. For a lot of years, dog, I felt too much pride, dog, to go see a psychiatrist, dog, because I felt like I was, you know what I mean? I was cool and you were the problem. You know what I mean? And it was 100% the opposite, my boy. You know what I mean? I have a family now, dog. You know what I mean? And sometimes you gotta fix yourself to keep everything else healthy around you, dog.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and I went and fixed myself, my boy. You know what I mean, to this day, dog, I don't give a fuck, dog. You know what I mean? I'm really an advocate for weed, dog. You know what I mean? Shout out to the dispensary I went to, dog. I started talking to him about my podcast, dog, and I didn't realize that she put all of these in it, dog. I dumped it out right now in front of you, dog, and I was like, oh shit. Usually they give you one and shit, dog. You know what I mean? But I was telling her about the podcast and I was telling her about you and shit, dog. You know what I mean? She heard about you, whatever. Maybe she gave these for you. Maybe these are for you, my boy. You know what I mean? But anyways, dog, you know what I mean, we really all need to take care of our mental health. I took care of my shit, dog, and it's been like night and day, dog, the way I am with my kids, the way I'm with my girl, dog. You know what I mean? The weed makes me feel cool. How come you don't smoke weed, dog?
I don't know, bro.
Did you ever smoke weed?
No, yeah, bro. I used to like my whole childhood and shit. You know what I mean? I started.
Did you smoke weed when we met?
Yeah.
Because I remember you smoking weed then. I mean, I was like, damn, I could have sworn we, you know what I mean?
We
fucked some weed up before, you know what I mean?
I was never a like a weed advocate. You know what I mean? I never owned a bong. I never owned a pipe type shit. I was always just around people and they passed a blunt. And I just smoked if someone had some shit. You know what I mean? I probably only bought weed like twice in my whole life.
What's your favorite alcohol?
My favorite alcohol is fucking beer, bro. I like Modelo with tajin, right? So trip out in 2000.
Would you like a Modelo right now?
No, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm good. Like around, like I went to Europe, right? Like around the time I went to Europe, bro, 2012, I was like mad into fucking beer, bro. Like the IPAs, the lagers, like all the German beer, all the fucking like crazy beer from other countries. I was that fucking dude that would spend $22 on a 6-pack.
That's crazy. Like, and I know dudes to do that too.
Just trying all the best
you were
beer.
That dude?
I was that dude for like 2-3 years, bro. And then I just like, you would never fucking catch me drinking a Bud Light or a Miller Lite and any fucking American beer. I was like very on my beer shit. I'd fucking like do beer tasting and like some crazy shit. And then I just kind of just switched to fucking Modelo, bro. And that's all I drink. It's so weird how.
So I like beer, dog, but I always trying to manage my weight, dog.
Yeah.
And beer
makes you
blows me the fuck up, dog. So you know what I mean? I like to dab in a little mixed drink and shit, dog. I mean, how are you with your health?
Hold on, real quick. The reason I don't smoke those cuts, my brain's always pacing. I'm always thinking about some like how to be innovative, like what to do next, how to function, you know?
Does it slow you down?
And it slows me down, bro. It kind of makes me feel like lazy and shit. I'm like, I can't fucking process this shit.
Sativa, though.
The last time I smoked though, bro, was with it was probably like 2 years ago with King Little G.
Okay.
I was like, he's like, yo, hit this shit.
That fool stays smoking.
But he gave me like it was a wax pen or shit. Like I hit some wax.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I was hitting, bro. I'm just like hitting some shit. It's like, yo, hit like kind of peer pressure me to it and shit. I was like, nah, I don't smoke, G. Like, nah, hit this shit. You get me? And I'm just like hitting that shit all day. Cool.
Fuck you.
Me and my girl and some friends go to fucking Shakey's Pizza after. And I'm like, I don't feel hungry. I feel weird and shit.
Oh, fuck.
And then I get in the car about to drive home, bro. And my fucking world spins, bro. And I feel weird. I feel like fucking, like I'm dying, bro.
You had an anxiety attack.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this? I thought I was just taking a puff of some regular weed and shit. I didn't know I was my first time like hitting wax.
You gotta watch out with them weed heads, homie. The weed heads will get you, dog.
Yeah. So I think that was one of the last times. Maybe like one time after that, I hit a fucking
gave you a bad trip.
Shit, but that shit was horrible, bro. Because I've never done wax. I've never fucking. I already stopped smoking by the time all that shit blew up. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Check it out, dog. Let's do this like this, dog.
Show me how much you love me.
Don't worry, I can't be bothered.
This is based on a true story.
You're not worth the trouble it would take to hit you. You're not worth the powder it would take to blow you up.
Perfect love story off his new album, Anger. Cop it right now. Peep gang.
I mean, what the hell are you doing in my house if you hate me so much?
I met this girl when we fell in love. She was like my drug, got my addict to her touch. It wasn't just lust, when it was just us. It's like nothing else mattered, I had to adjust. I wasn't used to this, true love, I'm new to this. The most beautiful girl I've ever seen. What would you do if this happened to you? I'm happy, do you know what the future brings? A wedding ring, 1 or 2 kids, I could get used to this. Thank you, Lord, I finally found what I was missing. Reminiscing about my past, I'm thinking this life isn't what was meant for me. Cause I can envision my heart ripping open, feeling hopeless, wishing for true love. But I'm tripping cause all I know of is pain. But you showed me the difference and gave me someone who made loving me a part of the mission. She loved me with no condition, more than you could understand. Then I seen her at the park, kissing another man.
Love me, please just love me. I don't wanna let go of our perfect love story. No. We both fucked up at times, but I know you dying more inside. You lost control, I lost my mind, but please don't let me go.
Imagine every night, it's the girl you're dreaming about. Then you see her with another man with her tongue in his mouth. My heart broke in a second, now my demon's coming out. All this fucking anger inside me, patience is running out. Should I leave, should I stay? All this motherfucking hate, feeling betrayed. Or maybe my babe made a mistake. She probably does love me, she just needs a little space. That's when I looked at her and saw that big smile on her face. That's when it hit me, that's when it really fucking hit me. Dear Lord, what the fuck is wrong with me? Please give me the strength to walk away, cause I don't trust these demons in me. And if I try to kill myself, I'm taking that bitch with me. But I gotta do it, so I walked up and got close. That look on her face when she saw me was like she seen the ghost. And I pulled out a gun and said, I'ma kill you both. And put her in the trunk of my car and left his ass on the road.
Love me, please just love me. I don't wanna let go of our perfect love story. No. We both fucked up at times, but I know you dying more inside. You lost control, I lost my mind, but please don't let me go.
I took her ass to a rundown motel, then I tied her up, taped her mouth shut, waved the gun and said, alright, you slut. You wanna fucking lie? You told me you was fucking love. Why you fucking other guys? Tell me before your time is up. I thought you were right for us, I thought we were meant to be. You fucking lied to me, you told me you love me endlessly, but now you're just my enemy. My conscience is to let it be and let it go, and then you'll see you'll never find a friend like me. I fucking gave you everything, almost purchased a wedding ring. You paid me back with petty things, you ain't fucking worth anything. So lost I could barely think. I don't know where my head is at, but I swear you'll regret it. That's a promise that I won't get back, I swear. A part of me doesn't care, now it's hard to fucking tear. A heart that isn't there, I'm truly scared. I'm not prepared, I can't breathe, I need some fresh air. I love your eyes, your beautiful smile, you got the best hair. Don't get scared, baby, I love you, you mean the world to me. Not just another girl to me, even though you keep hurting me. This fucking pain is turning me into a demon permanently. Now I kill myself, but you already murdered me. I know you did it purposely, I should have seen the signs. We hung out less and less every time, like it was time to just let each other go. And I know I'm losing my mind, but even if you leave me, girl, you'll always be mine. You probably think I'm crazy, baby, I'm not. I'm truly sorry, see, I'm trying to have a baby, and I want you to be the mommy. And talking about mommies, look who's calling you on FaceTime. Your mommy and your daddy, they love you, they want to say hi. What's up, Swagger? Your fucking daughter's busy right now, she's tied down. She cheated on me, thought I wouldn't find out. You should have tied it better, now she's running out of love. Please leave my baby alone. Bitch, shut the fuck up. I gave her my trust, gave her my love, and she fucked it up. Now she's here crying, telling me she wants to make it up. Here's a little makeup slut, let's make you look pretty. See, I fell in love with you in the beauty, but now I look shitty. Oh baby, please forgive me, see my life is so dark. I just wanted you to love me and appreciate my heart. So I'ma keep the promise that I made from the start. We'll be together forever until death do us part.
Ooh, God damn.
Damn.
Shit. Don't get no deeper than that right there.
So I say it's based on a true story, and the reason I say that is because
Ooh, man.
the whole first part it really happened, right? So I had already broken up with my girlfriend at the time. Like I was trying to get her back. We were in that stage of like
The one you're with right now?
no.
Okay, another one.
This is from fucking 2010, 9, 10, like way back.
Got you.
So I go to In-N-Out with one of my friends with some chick, right? And we're just right there like talking. Like, yeah, I miss my girl. I just want her back. And then I see her fucking car and she's with some dude, right? And they're like kissing and shit. The dude's driving their car and then like kiss, right? So I fucking witnessed that shit, right? Right here in the song, I say a park, but it was like an In-N-Out. So I go to the front of the parking, I go in front of where you get the food, and I stand there like a fucking idiot. And like they drive by and she's on the passenger, and I'm like right there, and we fucking make like eye contact, and she kind of looks at me like kind of surprised, and I give her like the look of fucking death, right? So this song, the reason I say it's based on a true story is that because this song, after the first verse, it takes place on what actually happened in my fucking head at that moment.
Yeah, 100%.
So even though I just gave her that look and I was like, whatever.
You played the rest out of your head.
In my fucking head, I was like, what if I kidnap this bitch and fucking, you know what I mean? Just got creative with it.
I love, you know what? I don't know why, dog, but it's got a Stan vibe to it.
Yeah. That's
it's got a Stan vibe to it.
No, not Eminem has another song where he talks about killing his wife, his girl.
Yeah.
And it's almost like a very crazy vibe that I didn't. One of Eminem's one of my
I mean, that's what the vibe.
Yeah,
it's the vibe, bro. I mean, I'm not saying it, bro. I love this song, though.
Yeah, it's fucking but it does have that Eminem-ish vibe. Trip out though, man. Like I'm very like articulate with the way I make my music, man. It's supposed to sound the way it sounds. You get me? Like like a lot of the breathing, like it's supposed to sound like that. I try to record my verses like in one take where sometimes there's volume drops.
Yeah.
So it seems almost like real, like you're there. You get me? It doesn't sound too clean, too, you know.
Hey, real quick, let me give a shout out to my boy J-Kaz. I see my boy J-Kaz hitting me up right here. Hey, J-Kaz, much love. Everybody fucking get on YouTube, get on iTunes, get on all the digital media platforms. Type in J-Kaz. My boy is making a lot of big moves right now. J-Kaz. You know what I mean? Hey, keep hustling, my boy. Much love, much respect. I appreciate all your comments right here, doggy. Hey, check it out, dog. Can I play one of my favorite songs off the album?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do that.
I'm dropping the video for this on next week.
Ooh, this is fucking heat. I played this for my girl and she said, oh shit. Here we go.
The game is sick, call them Mexicans. Spit Savila, that real medicine. We cure it all, gon' build a wall. We gon' break it down if they don't let us in. To the president, we don't give a fuck. It's the man in the suit with $1 billion bucks. All the money in the world couldn't give you what I got flowing through my blood, mama lift it up. Got the blood of a queen, daddy's a king. Came to this country in search of a tree. Crossing the border with hell in between. Dinner was ham and tortillas and beans. And never complained, they been through the pain. They came here not knowing the word that you're saying. They started for nothing, they got to the top. Now you motherfuckers wanna turn us away. This for all my immigrants, the stripping you of your innocence. I'm fighting back like I'm militant. Do you want guns or my penmanship? I can shoot your lungs and your ligaments. Grab an AK to start killing shit. I can put the gun down, pick the mic up and smash your head with an instrument. This microphone is my weapon. These bullets let you know how I feel. This fucking stage is my battlefield. You sold your soul to have mass appeal. That's word of gangster. I'm not a gangster. The real criminals are the bankers. The crooked cops putting us in handcuffs. Fuck the president, give me answers. Let's hold it down and stay united. They want the brown to get divided. They want us out, but tell me how. Joaquin the Chapo got extradited. We stay fighting and we fight fair. You racist fucks thinking I'm scared. Martin Luther King Jr. had a dream, but now we're living in this nightmare. I'm right here, let the war begin. I'm like Pancho Villa with a fucking pen. Every word is a fist that'll hit your chin. Every verse is a blade that'll strip your skin, and it hurts within. I got pain inside. Immigration comes and my people hide. There's no way to live, leaving kids behind. You can build that wall just a higher climb. Can't keep us out, so I'm speaking out. My certificate says I'm a citizen. When my parents crossed here and gave me life, so I fight for the blood of the immigrants. I stand tall for my people. Got the heart and strength of the indigenous. Sacrifice my blood to the Aztec gods. California, yeah, that's my pyramid. Soy mexicano, yo estoy luchando como Emiliano Zapata. Soy un soldado, estoy armado, peleando aquí por mi patria. Están cruzándose la frontera, casi así se quebran la espalda. Los mexicanos no nos quejamos, peleamos y si nos matan va a ser en guerra peleando pistolas, hermano. Que quieren conmigo? Te digo, hermano, esto no es un juego, estamos tratando de vivir en paz, pero siguen chingando que sigas tocando el mariachi. Y cánteme una de Chente, estamos aquí con mi gente, screaming, fuck el presidente.
Who the fuck is this dude right here, dog?
Right here?
Yeah, he's coming up. The next dude in the verse.
Yo, Mascaras, bro. This fool's a fucking one of the biggest artists coming up in Mexico and shit. But he's from LA.
At home, wave and ask. Upside down when you wave the flag. Make America Native America again. Make it Mexico again. Go by the take it back. Sure, they don't want to see us in a gown and cap. Owning businesses and knowing the facts. Nah, they don't want unity with brown and black. They want you on a 10 o'clock news spraying the gas. An immigrant from Europe, that's the right shade of immigrant. That white shade, Donald Trump's wife shade of immigrants. Idiots, y'all a fucking joke. Save it for someone who ain't woke. I ain't trying to gloat or brag about and trying to decolonize mind, body, and soul. Como que ligar o tratando de cruzar una línea que no existe en la tierra del lugar. Es el país de Quetzal, nuestro cielo, nuestro mar, nuestro agua para tomar. Que tú quieres envenenar, pues por eso yo controlo con mi compa el supongo. Acá en la Isuppose y con los flows le damos todo. Pues hay un ojo en el cielo que te mira con los lentes. Aquí con toda mi gente yelling fucking presidente.
Woo!
Yeah, man. Shout out to my homie El Mascaras.
Hey, you guys killed that shit, my boy. I played that shit for my girl and shit. And when you went from rapping in English to rapping in Spanish, my boy, my girl looked at me and she said, God damn, that motherfucker's the shit.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
You're a beast,
yeah, bro.
I mean, my girl's fanning out on you, dog. I don't know how I feel about that, dog. You know what I mean?
And like I said, these are all 2017 type shit.
Hey, if you get any DMs from my girl, let me know, dog. You know what I mean? Like naked pictures, shit like that. No, I was like, go ahead, dog.
Fucking yeah, bro. That's the next video we're doing. To that shit. We shot that shit in the fucking desert, like on some immigrant shit, bro. So some immigrant crossing the border shit, showing the struggle. My verse is based on people, Mexican people crossing from Mexico, and then dealing with the border patrol.
Yeah,
and then they make it here to the United States, and in the second verse is once they're here trying to establish their lives, they had to deal with the ICE. You get me? So now they made it here. They beat the border patrol, and now they're getting jobs. They're working. So we have scenes where they're at Home Depot trying to get jobs and stuff like that, and or working at the fruit stands, and then the ICE unit comes and makes arrests, and it's fucking crazy, bro. Well, the video directed, filmed, edited by myself.
You still doing it all?
Yeah, man. I was always doing film, you get me, back in the days, or I was just shooting videos, bro. That's really what it was. I felt like the film world got too advanced, so I just stopped, you get me? It got into fucking 4K cameras, and technology got advanced, and I was still in debt with the fucking old ass equipment I had, so I just like, I'm not passionate enough to catch up, you get me? I just didn't want to catch up on video.
But you shooting this video?
Hold on. Okay, I'm about to get there.
All right, my bad.
So this is like 2011. I mean, like around that time, I'm already like, fuck this video shit.
Yeah.
Then most of my videos that I've dropped, I didn't shoot them, but I've directed most of my shit. You get me? A lot of my had like the homies shoot and edit, and I'd like co-direct. But a lot of my videos, they direct myself, edit, whatever. But I wasn't doing video. I just like, I have a camera, let me go shoot some shit. So recently, I'm like, yo, man, I could fucking kill that video shit, especially when you want to get into like better quality, but like you want to start doing videos with casting and props and fucking lighting and all that. It gets expensive, bro. So I have this thing where I'm gonna start dropping a video every week for like a whole year and shit. I'm gonna do some crazy shit, right? And so I picked up the video shit again.
Yeah.
I spent like 3, 4, 5 months studying shit that I never bought. Shooting videos for 10 years, I never bothered learning about, proper settings and lighting, and apertures and ISOs and like all the technical shit. So I spent like half a year just day and night, bro, studying the
YouTube, baby.
Studying the fucking crazy shit. You know, I got this little situation with YouTube where the YouTube studios and shit. It's like I get to go to the YouTube studios and fucking, you know, do the seminars.
How do you get action for that, though?
You gotta have a
certain amount of views,
a certain amount of subscribers. So you gotta have a certain amount of subscribers, and then you take like a training course online, and then you have to go to you go there for a orientation, and then they give you like this contract agreement, and then you get the different perks depending on the amount of subscribers. But the minimum to be eligible is, I think, 10,000.
Damn. Hey, everybody that's listening right now, press that subscribe button, please.
Yeah. You know, get this guy 10K subscribers, and yeah, it's pretty dope, bro, because you get to go there and they pretty much say, look, we have fucking the Reds, the Aries, all the best fucking equipment, all the best lighting, and you can use it for free.
Power in numbers.
Yeah, you can use it for free. You could use the green screen facilities. You could use the fucking, you know, I have invested in a lot of my own shit, like top-notch shit, like fucking lighting kits and fucking everything to shoot a fucking movie.
And you ain't got to do that no more.
But I go there for the seminars. I mean, to go talk to the fucking lighting director and fucking learn about the fucking,
pick their brain.
you know, setting up fucking lights and just kind of learning, bro. So I'm doing it right, bro. I'm relaunching a video production company. I'm gonna start taking it serious as far as like dropping videos. So I'm starting with my videos. I mean,
you know what, dog? One thing about you, dog, is, I mean, why don't you start a record label, dog?
Okay, so I just launched. So the album Anger is the first album on the record label. It was Truth Records.
Okay.
And the first artist I have signed officially to the label, it's my cousin, right? He goes by Mimic. So he's the dude that showed me how to count bars and shit when I was fucking 14. Like, yo, you know, he was already rapping and shit. So he opened up a tattoo shop, got into tattooing and stuff like that. So he stopped doing music for like 8-9 years. And he's like, yo, I want to come back in the fucking game. He had a group called By the Mantle. They rock with you guys back in the Second Street Jazz days and shit.
Okay.
But so I'm like, yo, bro, I'm launching this label. Let's put out your shit, you know? So we're dropping his album next month. And yeah, Mimic won.
Shout out to Mimic.
So that's the first artist, you know?
Do you have an Instagram or something like that people can follow him on?
Yeah. Mimic 1622. So that's the first, besides me, he's the first official artist on Truth Records. And then I'm dropping a album on Truth Records with the homie Osai Blaze from Oceanside, California. He's fucking amazing, bro. He's like the only dude I think I have on the Anger album. Oh no. Well, he's on one of the fucking songs.
Is he?
He's on 2 songs actually. He's only dude there twice. So he's on a song called Return to the Silent Hill.
Not on the Anger album though.
Yeah. Return to the Silent Hill.
Fuck.
Nah.
No.
Put Osai Blaze. Shout out to Osai Blaze and the homie YB.
Yeah, it's right there.
Right there.
I haven't heard that one, dog.
So he's Osai Blaze, man. He's one of them cats that like I had just heard rap. You know what I mean? A Mexican dude spitting bars, and I was like, yo, we got to do a fucking song together. And we just hit it off, and I was like, it's actually his birthday today, so happy birthday to the homie and shit. But I was like, let's do a whole album and shit, and I'll drop it on the label and shit, and we could go on the road and shit. And yeah. So yeah, Truth Records, bro. I haven't really been public with it, like on some crazy shit. Like, I got a label, you know, but it's official. It's the brand.
Now.
Yeah. We're dropping content.
Yeah.
Like I said, Anger's the first album. So if you go to the album on like iTunes or whatever, it like has a Truth Record fucking stamp on it.
Well, that's dope, homie. Congratulations on that, dog.
Yeah, so I'm just dropping, you know, I'm gonna look to drop my nephew J Craft and then just start signing like artists. But the plan is to drop a new album every month.
Yeah.
Every month, just a new fucking release.
Keep it moving, homie. Stay in their face, dog.
Just dropping shit. Shout out to J1K, who's a producer on the label. And yeah, so I got the the record label. I got 8 albums dropping. 8. Know what I mean? I'm gonna everything I failed to do these last years.
Wait. 8 of your albums?
Yeah. 8
Oh,
albums.
shit.
No, this is myself.
Yeah, yourself.
Yeah, 8. That will be done. So by the end of the year, like when New Year's Eve comes, all 8 albums will be ready 100%.
Wow.
Artwork, fucking videos, everything. So
that's crazy. How you gonna manage that shit?
Well, I'm 80% done right now. You get me? With the shit. I just when I was doing finishing the Anger album, because I needed like 2 more songs to polish it, I just started working on 8 simultaneous projects. You get me? Like not all solo projects. One is the whole album with the homie O side. One is the Rhymatics 10-year reunion album. One is my next solo album, like English album. Is awesome, like crazy. It's called Suicidal.
Yeah.
And then I have my next release in December. It's an all Spanish album. The first one is an all Spanish album. So I got some of the dopest fucking rappers from Mexico on that shit. 100% Spanish, like next level shit.
Yeah.
I have another album that's all like a it's 7 songs, but it's one big song. It all tells one story, like the whole album.
Wow, that's tight.
And the track listing on the back, it's like it spells a sentence.
Oh
it's
shit.
Some crazy shit, bro. And I just got a lot of projects, bro, like a lot of crazy shit.
Hey, I gotta pee real quick, though.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
All right. You want to play a song?
How about we play the Return to the Silent Hill shit?
Let me do that. Let me get back there. Bam.
Yeah.
For 30 years, they've denied their own fate. But now is the end of days, and I am the reaper.
I'm getting my money, no red lights. Fuck around and get hit, boy. My whole squad, they down to ride. Smoking on that reefer while I'm dipping on that 105. Sipping on that liquor while I'm ducking, dodging them red blue lights. My people know that I'm about my biz. I'm on the grind, I got no time to spend. Double up if I'm putting in. Hustle stacking up Benjamins. Now I'm making money off my pen. In the studio dropping hits. If you like it, then bump that shit. And if you don't, then you can suck a dick. People talk but don't wanna listen. I hit the streets and start reminiscing. Couple keys up in the kitchen, they whipping, flipping that Coco Christmas. Back in the days, that was my grind. Way before I had any shine. Way before I knew how to spit rhymes. Now I'm doing shows and getting paid for time. Ripping these lyrics, I'm killing the haters. They know that I spit it so vicious. I'm gifted and lifted. I'm smoking that sick. It's that medical, chemical, indigo risk. So fuck what they say, I'ma stay on my mission. I'm doing okay, I don't need your permission. Fuck what they say, I'm handling business.
No quieren pedo conmigo, les digo a mis enemigos los mato. El cuerno del chivo lo tengo yo listo, disparo, te mueres que gacho. Yo soy asesino, te vuelve chalino, tequila me tiene borracho. I'm sharper than needles, I hit with the filo y dime si quieren putazos. Estos güeyes no quieren guerra, hijos de perra, la muerte espera. Es un juego, pero ya de veras, el que se muera se queda fuera. Comida para los pinches perros, los niños juegan con tu calavera. Cabana arriba de mi guayabera, tu vieja llega, me ves sin fuera. Estos raperos se encenan, estos raperos me la pelan. Estos raperos nomás quieren pedo, se mete conmigo, no llegan a ver otro día. Mi estilo supera con barras, yo soy marcatoño y barrera. Los puños de un inmigrante cruzando tu cuerpo como que si fuera frontera. Esto para la gente que le dice inteligente, chingue su madre, pinche presidente. Escupo mis versos en California y hasta en México la gente lo siente. Me dicen demente porque mi mente me miente. Me dice que no estoy presente en este mundo muy diferente. De Pancho Villa soy descendiente.
Flipping that money like Baccarat, back in the Mac in the back of the Acura strap. Baccarat ain't from the back of the Acura, ain't no one coming to back you up. What the fuck is up with all these imitators that can't even keep up with the shit they made up? Get the lie that said it, the hardest cases. I'm a hustler, homie, I'll never change it when I seen them. These get hyped up like when they burn rocks. I'm turning suburb blocks into the bird box, there'll be ton of clocks. Well, to make sure it's always the time to be shining regardless of what you thinking, though, go quicker this time when I got you sinking. Now you deep in my thoughts, you ain't even blinking, cause you thought what you heard was the illest ever. Even better, but say that we about to tear up this the era with Mexicans, bring the terror. Anybody that's up and down the better, we the ones. Make you wanna go back and rewrite your shit. If you really wanna get it, we'll be all up in the motherfucking bill when the homie settle like the split and it's over. Shit, I suppose we the coldest. They always talking about balling, but I crossed them up with no Jordan. Told me we scoring, you snoring. If it ain't raining, it's pouring. G, haters know where to find me. I'm in California like Bobby E.
Just tell me what I need to do. Tell them the truth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to play that from the beginning later on and shit. I missed a bunch of that using the restroom and shit, man. But what I caught of it, dog, that's fucking heat, homie.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Osai Blaze and YB. Those are two of my favorite Mexican rappers coming up and shit. You know what I mean? When people are like, yo, who do you fuck with? Like, I show love to all my people fucking getting it. You know what I mean? And I have no fucking like insecurity in being like, yo, this is my favorite cats right now, killing it. I mean, because I'm a fan of music like before anything.
How do you feel about the movement in regards to Mexican rappers, dog? I mean, like, is it getting better, bro? You know what I mean? Like, what's your take on it?
Okay, let me ask you this, and shout out to the homie Drummer Boy who said this in an interview, and I've said this. I had this conversation actually with the homie YB a while back. You know, because the thing with Mexican rappers, man, a lot of us, but not me specifically, but a lot of artists feel targeted and victimized. You get me? Almost like, oh, we're Mexican, the industry don't want to fuck with us. You get me? Yeah. And although there's
I hear it all the time, yeah.
There's obviously truth to that. Mainly because this is my theory. Like, you know, when people are doing like particularly gangster rap, you know what I mean? If you're a Mexican, you're talking about like your gang. You know what I mean? You're talking about like, let's say you're talking about some gang shit. The reason it won't blow up in the whole country is because not everyone can relate to that shit. You get me? So fucking, even Mexicans, even like, there's Mexicans in fucking Wisconsin or like Nebraska that are like, we don't know the gang shit. We don't know the slang. We don't like it's. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Where the people that are making the club music, it's universal to everybody. There's a way more. The demographic is larger and shit. But what Drummer Boy said was that, and I'm not quoting them, but somewhere along the lines of like, the reason a lot of Mexican artists don't blow up is because they're not making good music. You know what I mean? Like, they're not making music that could blow up in that market.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let me ask you the question as the homie YB. You know, we're just talking through DM and shit about this shit. If you had $10 million, right now, Hood Stocks Records, and they give you $10 million, some corporate dude, and he's like, you go split these 10 million between 5 Mexican rappers in LA, or like 5 Mexican rappers that you think that your investment is safe. You know what I mean? Like you got $10 million fucking dollars and you got to distribute among 5 Mexican rappers that at this point you think are your money's safe. Like, you're going to make the investment back. It's almost like a loan. You got to pay off that loan, but you're confident, like, yo, these fucking rappers I'm about to invest this money in are 100% going to give me my money back. They got the music for radio, or they got the image, the look. Like, these fools are badass. I got $10 million. Who are your 5?
Damn, hey, that's a G question right there.
It's fucking like,
damn.
You know, like, I couldn't.
When you put it in that perspective, my boy, and that's the question you asked YB.
That's the conversation we had. Like, damn, there's fucking. And I don't think people are having this type of dialogue nowadays. It's almost like, oh, Mexican, they don't want to fuck with me. It's like, bro, if you're just saying like, yo, I fucking, like, your rhymes are like still outdated. Like, you're still rapping like 1998. You're talking about the same subject matter. Like, that's just not going to appeal. So it's not that you're not getting the opportunity because you're Mexican. It's like, double check the content, because there's a lot of black rappers and white rappers and Chinese rappers that suck. And they're not getting the opportunities either. It's not, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not like every black dude that raps is fucking going platinum, or every white dude, and we're just like, the Mexicans don't get a shot. It's like, who could you say, who would you put money on? Like, me right now, like, off the bat, I was like, well, I'll give some of that money. I'll put it on like Snow the Product. You get me?
Yeah.
But she's already fucking blown the fuck up. You get me? Snow the Product's already at that level where it's almost like that's almost cheating. You know what I mean? Like, okay, she already got it. She beat the system. Like, she's already, you know what I mean? Past that level. But I'm saying, as far as like artists just in LA or in California, just anywhere, Mexican rappers, like, who can you really say like, yo, we feel this way because look at these fools making fucking hits and they're not? Like, can you name 5 that you put your money on?
Yeah, I know. I mean, no, bro, I can't.
You get on. I couldn't.
I mean, no disrespect to my boys and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but I can't though. And when you were going with this, where you're going with this. I saw where you're going with this. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
you
yeah,
about
yeah.
to. And I was like, damn. So my brain was already computing,
Yeah,
bro. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
The me, and not even because he's a homie. Like when we had this conversation, I was like, I'd put money on a, let's say like a fucking King Little G. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he already had, but then you go look at what he's doing, and you're like, damn. But he has this fucking movement going, the videos, the music, the fucking his brand. So he's doing the work to get to that level. You know what I mean? The drummer boy or like a Reverie, like they're doing the fucking hard, crazy work.
What's your favorite song for Reverie?
To hold on. So to like get there, you get me? So there's a lot of artists that, oh, we don't get the opportunity. So besides now skill set, besides like, let me check out your music. Now looking at what they're doing, they're not touring, they don't have merch. Like the first thing I do when an artist like, yo, bro, like, like, you know, the industry don't fuck with those Mexicans. I'm like, do you have a clothing brand? Do you have merchandise? Are you doing meet and greets? Are you trying to do your own shows? Like, the thing with me is that when I had a fan base of, when 10 people were like, yo, come to San Diego, bro. 10 people, I went and did a show.
Yeah.
For 10 people. And they all brought 2 homies. So it was like 30 people. But I went out there. It wasn't like, yo, I'm gonna have a sold out fucking show with 500 people, 1,000 people. And I was like, 10 people, that's enough. And I went to San Diego and I built. When 10 people were like, come to Pomona, I fucking got a clothing shop and I did a show right there for 10 people. Like, you have to try, you have to put the work in, you get me?
Yeah.
So that's kind of my opinion on that whole Mexican shit, where it's like, damn, what if the industry switched tomorrow and was like, all right, cool, we got $100 million, $10 million to drop on some artists. Who are the ones? Fuck. The ones who are the ones are already grinding. They're already on their
they're
shit.
Already there,
yeah, they're already getting there. They got the millions of views and the tours and the whatever. But who else? Like, and if you have to like sit here and think about it forever, then it's probably not the bad shit, because most people end up picking their homies.
Yeah.
Oh, well, my homie's fucking hard, bro. You should hear him when we're drunk. Like,
when we're drunk,
it becomes that conversation. So I think that as a culture, bro, if we were to just like, I think the mentality should be like, yo, just focus and represent and not really work. And like when you victimize yourself, bro, it's almost like law of attraction. Like you put yourself in that corner because you want to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of the fools that are grinding and selling out their tours and merch and have, you know what I mean? I doubt they're sitting here worried like, damn, the industry don't fuck with me. Like, bro, you're fucking living off your music. You just put in the work. You get me? So
yeah,
I yes, like,
stop dwelling on that bullshit.
I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, that's kind of my whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, who would you? So I would start.
I mean, that's a good way of like, bro. The way you put that makes 100% sense, though.
Yeah, like who's all right? I got 10 million for a radio hit.
Who the fuck you gonna put on?
Who got the radio hit?
Are you gonna put that on your motherfucking homie that you've been bragging about all week?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So that's kind of the conversation that I feel needs to happen first, and it has to be like that type of dialogue, not just like, oh, I'm Mexican, no one gives me opportunities. It's almost like I think it's the fucking music, because I hate to even talk about this dude, but like Tekashi 6ix9ine was Mexican, right? Little Pump Mexican.
Is he?
There's a lot of like,
is Little Pump Mexican?
Yeah. There's a lot of producers and rappers like in that fucking weird scene that are blowing up. Like they're fucking have millions of views and plays.
Yeah.
The fool from fucking Shoreline Mafia, OGZ, I think he's Mexican. He's Mexican. Fucking like, there's these dudes that are, you get what I'm saying?
Is it Shoreline Mafia a hood though?
Nah.
Oh, it's just the name of
It's just the name of little.
They're not from Venice, though, right? No. Okay.
Well, they're like, no. So they're Mexican, but they're not playing we're Mexican rappers. They're artists. They do their music, and then I'm Mexican, by the way. You get what I'm saying? So that obviously that kind of shows like, yo, just make the music that people want to hear, where it is. You know what I mean? And there's a market for it, but you got to do the legwork. You got to go and fucking grind. And it's just, that's kind of what it is. Yeah, should radio stations play? I don't even think it's a Mexican thing. I think it should be independent music. I think that's the issue. Like, I don't think radio stations play like back in the 90s. It would be more of like, you know, you go give your demo to a radio station, like, yo, let's play this shit. This shit's fire. You get me? And you fucking cut a record and like start spreading like that. I think right now there's more politics in the way radio works, and there's marketing and fucking payola, and you gotta have a record label and budgeting, and like there's a lot of shit that, you know what I mean? So
you know, I like what you said on one of your songs that I was listening to off this Anger album. You said I'm not a Chicano rapper, I'm a Mexican lyricist.
Yeah. Well, because here's the thing, that I was starting to get featured on websites like Chicano Rap and stuff like that, and I was like,
don't pigeonhole me.
I was like, yeah, I've never
identified with that.
First of all, and this is kind of where I always classified Chicano rap. Like people always telling me like, what you grew up listening to, like, oh, Chicano rap. You know what I mean? It wasn't to I was in the studio with Mr. Shadow, right? So I'm in the studio with him. We're chopping it up, and he starts telling me how he never liked the fucking Chicano rap label. So I'm like, oh, all right, I'm hearing it from the OG. You know what I mean? I'm thinking of his name pops to mind when I think of Chicano rap.
Yeah.
Little Rob, Mr. Shadow, Mr. Little One. Like you're thinking about the San Diego.
Mr. Shadow hard too.
Yeah. No, he's fucking dope.
Homeboy out of San Diego, right?
We knocked out like 3-4 songs right there for his shit. We were just fucking banging them out and shit. But he was like, he never liked the Chicano rap label. You get me? And that's when I kind of stepped back, like, oh shit, like I'm hearing it from this dude. You get me? Like,
when it started.
Oh, really? Like, you know, so I kind of started putting more things into perspective. And just for the sake of being like a hip hop advocate or like a Mexican like hip hop historian, like I like to know shit. I like to, you know, so I do research. I start watching interviews and start seeing people's opinion on that shit.
Yeah.
I've never considered myself a Chicano. You get me? I've always been Mexican.
Yeah.
And I'm very, in a lot of my music, I do the Spanish shit. I always like rep. I'm a Mexican. I'm proud to be Mexican. You get me? So I don't know if that holds me down or that does better for me to be like, yeah, I'm Mexican. I'm a Mexican rapper, and I come out my shows with the flag. I wave. I just, you know, I'm proud of where I'm from, bro. But I don't deal with the politics of it too much. Like,
you know what, bro? Chicano rap is his own music. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm confused as fuck because there's OGs that are like, nah, don't call me that, and then there's other OGs that are like Chicano rap this, Chicano rap that. So it's kind of almost like I guess it's just a thing of perspective. You get me? Who's been affected by it or who's getting? I always thought that it was like a like when I was younger, I thought like, oh, they created the subculture to attract a certain type of demographic, because I was one of those dudes that what I saw on the Chicano rap table at the swap meet, I bought it. Even if I never heard of them. I support Chicano rap. I'm buying all this shit.
Yeah.
And I know there's a lot of music fans that do that. Like all I listen to is Chicano rap. So there goes more sales for these people. You get me? Yeah, so I always saw it as I'm like, oh, that was genius. It's smart. I think it's after a while when that movement starts not to die out, but it stops growing, like it stops being as popular as it was before, then it's kind of almost like, yeah, don't put us in that category type shit. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, because it's kind of like they setting you up for failure almost. And I hope that's not taken the wrong way.
No. Yeah. Like
because I don't,
it's
because
all subjective, you know, but
because I feel like when you put someone in that fucking in that corner, because I feel like it's a corner. You know what I mean? You know, and when you're backed up against a corner, you don't have too many ways to move. You know what I mean? So I feel like when you put an artist in a Chicano rap corner, then he only has a couple moves to make.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
yeah. But the argument, not the argument, but the statement I'm making is that I always thought that was part of the plan. You get me?
Yeah, I get it.
Like,
I get it.
I always thought like, so when I heard Mr. Shadow tell me like, nah, bro, I never really considered him. I'm like, oh shit. So this is a media thing. Like this is a label someone else is putting.
But he had a different skill set, and he still does to this day.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, now when I go back to all his shit after that conversation, I remember
he was different.
I remember
bro.
driving back, I was hearing this shit, and I was like,
that's not Chicano rap.
I was like, yo, this was the fucking MC, you know?
Yeah, he's an MC.
Like,
dog.
This was an
That's
MC.
the difference. Man, but then I got homies that do Chicano rap right now. So I do not want to bash them. I don't want to disrespect them, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you know what? So check it out, dog. Ever since I stopped doing music, dog, I can step back and I can be a fan of music, dog. Because so I feel like the the way the majority of us think and where we come from when it's LA hip hop. It's who's the hardest. Oh, that shit's weak. That shit's soft. Or nah, I heard that fool got punked out. Or whoop de whoop whoop. There's just so much motherfucking bullshit flowing in the air. It's stupid, dog. You know what I mean? You know, and then with underground hip hop too, it's lyricism. It's this, it's that. You know what I mean? And I just feel like I was, you know what I mean? I don't know if everybody's affected by it as artists, but anyways. Ever since I stopped doing music, dog, I can be a fan of music, dog. You know what I mean? So I've had some. I listen to everything with a clear ear, if that makes any sense, dog. You know what I mean? Like I hear it for what it is, and good music is good music, regardless of how it's pushed out. Like if the beat's good, the beat's good. All right, cool. Yeah. Oh, that shit got a cool hook. That's just catchy. Or homie talking about his hood, or whatever. Or the homie talk. You know what I mean? I listen to music differently now that I'm not doing music.
So what would you classify my music? So let's say there's a song like The Perfect Love Story, right? Where it's like deep and fucking, but then there's fucking Presidente, which is like the opposite.
You know what, dog? I told you this before this interview, dog. Yeah. From beginning to end, I love this fucking album, dog. You know why, dog? Because it's full of fucking emotion. It's full of fucking aggression. You saying something. There's a topic to every song. A lot of underground hip hop artists, which you're not, you know what I mean? But a lot of LA artists, bro, they have a hard time of staying on a fucking topic. You know what I mean? Let's stay on a topic,
But if you had to describe it in one word, like I suppose is a blank rapper.
Okay. Damn. Let me
I suppose is a conscience rapper. He's a fucking gangster rapper, a Chicano rapper, a fucking.
The first word that comes to my head is message, dog.
He's a message rapper?
Not a message rapper.
Well, how would you fill it in the blank? Like, what would you?
Okay, well, I'm trying to find the right word right now. You know what I mean? I'm not the fucking smartest dude in the fucking world, but let me think the fastest thinking dude in the world. But okay, I suppose is dope rapper. I suppose is. I'm trying to find the right word, dog. I suppose is I just feel like you I feel like you have a message,
but
bro.
Not a word that describes me, but that kind of puts me in a subgenre.
In a category.
Like dope is like almost like a props, but like when you say a gangster rapper, that's
I'm sorry.
That's a category.
Okay, so what category would you be in? I just hip hop, bro.
He's a hip hop rapper.
I feel like it's hip hop, dog. I mean, I can't think you're not Chicano rapper. I mean, I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to put you as a Mexican rapper because you're hip hop, homie. I mean, I feel like you're hip hop, bro. You know what I mean? And you're talking about conscious shit. You know what I mean? You're talking about everyday shit that people go through. You're not making up, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I know in your mind you played some certain things out and it's something you thought about, but I mean, you're not killing off the whole world. Yeah. I think you can stand behind your songs, homie. Yeah. You know what I mean? You can stand behind your songs, and this is how I felt. This is what I meant. This is the message that I put across. You know what I mean? Some cats might be like, nah, dog, I was high as fuck. I was drunk, dog. You know what I mean? I don't really mean fuck that bitch and fucking, you know what I mean? Bop, 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 and this and that. Your music has substance, dog. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I think at the end of the day, back to the Chicano rapper thing, just one more thing is that people, the fans, you get me? They categorize it based on subject matter and even beats. You get me?
How do you categorize your music?
No. So like when you hear a West Coast beat, you're like, oh, he's a West Coast rapper. Yeah. When you hear that beat, it's almost like.
But you don't have them beats.
No. That's what I'm saying. So me, like when people tell me like, how would you describe your shit? I always say, oh, I'm a fucking. I use the word conscience. I'm a conscience rapper, like I'm fucking aware of what the fuck I don't know, but
I guess that's what it would be. But I would categorize your shit now that I'm putting a little more thought into it. I'd categorize your shit as I suppose.
That's fucking cool.
I'm not trying to be cool or anything, but I'm just saying, I mean, I suppose. But I mean, you check it out, dog. You have built a brand.
Yeah,
you have built what you do. This is what you do, bro. I mean, you speak on shit that people are going through, my boy. You speak on shit that you've been through that makes it easy for people to relate to because they're like, hold up, I had that problem last month.
Yeah. One more thing on the Chicano. I just want to finish. I feel like the Chicano rap conversation is not fully done. No. And I don't want my shit to be like, yo, what is this fool saying about this shit? You get me?
Say it.
like the homie YB, you know what I mean, and the homie Osai Blaze. Mainly more YB. Like he has fucking songs that are like hits, like bangers. I mean, like badass fucking beats and West Coast shit. On my album, on the song I got him on, I wanted to get him on some raw shit, like Joe spit some bars type shit.
Yeah.
And that kind of shows Mr. Shadow was supposed to be on that song as well, but it just didn't happen due to scheduling and shit. But it kind of shows like these are MCs, even though to some people they're like, oh, Chicano rappers. You get me? Because of the categorized fucking epidemic that you can't really fucking stop. You get me?
Yeah.
But when they're on these raw beats doing their work, someone who's never heard of them hear them like, oh, these fools are fucking MCs.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying that sometimes it's the production and the style of music. I think that's kind of what it is. If I do fucking Presidente, if I switch the beat to like a West Coast fucking like type of beat,
yeah,
you know what I mean, and change
Changes
my
up the
tone a
whole
little
shit,
bit,
yeah.
you know what I mean, like the game is sick, call him Mexican, spit Savila, that real medicine, like kind of have that where people project that as gangster mannerism, you get me?
Yeah.
It'll be like, oh, he's a Chicano rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They start labeling the shit. Because so I think that's basically like how it's very subjective, but I think that's kind of how people make their fucking analysis of things. You get me? Like
everybody categorizes everything
like,
nowadays, and I get it, dog.
If you start screaming on the mic, you're raw hip hop. Like you're raw. You know what I mean? If you have beats that are mellow, you're an underground rapper. Like underground rapper means, hey, I'm not famous. I'm doing this independently and I'm not really known to the world. That's ultimately what to me underground means. Underground doesn't mean like, hey, I'm rapping about spaceships. Like that.
I thought Underground Man said, hey, I got 10 baby mamas, I'm selling drugs, and I need to borrow some money for some gas, homie.
No. But at the end of the day, bro, like I always say, like, yo, I'm an MC and I'm proud to be Mexican.
You're an MC, dog.
Time. Like that's why all my albums have a Spanish song or Spanish.
You flex on this album, dog.
Thanks, bro. Thanks. And oh, so the reason I did that album, right? Back to the Thrill Is Gone, the song I had on the first album, was that when I made a switch to different type of music, right? Even though years had passed and I had like really done more as a conscience rapper, as an Isuppose rapper, I done more of that than I ever did with Rhymatics as being the raw guy.
Yeah.
But people were still like, this fool can't spit bars. That's corny. That's sad, whatever. So I did anger as a way to be like, yo, let me give them as raw as it gets, but also have subject matter.
I really feel like you made him. You were just like I just told you, you flexed on this one, dog. But it's like, shut the fuck up already.
That's kind of what it is. So it's the album.
Shut the fuck up. It was a big statement.
Yeah, and instead of just doing one song, I was like, I'm gonna do a whole album where it's just fucking raw on your face.
You don't even have hooks on this shit.
Yeah,
dog.
yeah. There's no hooks.
There's no hooks.
It's just fucking,
listen to the album. There's no hooks.
And if I do have hooks, it's scratches.
Yeah.
So I'm bringing back that hip hop element. You get what I'm
or
saying?
if you have a hook, I noticed you got like a little bridge. It's you know what I mean?
It's just a bridge with like a skit or something.
Yeah.
So on the album, it's very skit heavy. Like there's movie skits at the end of the songs.
Yeah.
There's sound effects. Like if I
is the first one Michael J. Fox on a Love Story, Perfect Love Story? Is that Michael J. Fox?
No, it's not Michael J. Fox. It's
I'm trying to figure who the fuck that is. I know the voice.
Oh, it is Michael J. Fox.
It is, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck.
No.
Tell me later.
Yeah, I'll fucking tell you later. But
tell me later.
Yeah, so it's a very aggressive anger. Aggressive, angry album.
My bad, dog. I didn't mean to throw you off, dog.
And it's that album where it's like, here, don't bother me again.
Yeah.
Like, I could fucking rap, bro.
I'm gonna give this to you.
I mean?
Now shut the fuck up and let me get back to what I was doing.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So now when I do my other album,
I felt so much emotion and like dog, the fucking
that's the thing. If you could be raw and talk about some shit, like, yo, this fool's like, he's not just talking about nothing. Like he's not just saying like, I grip the microphone and it disintegrates. You get me?
Yeah.
Like he's actually like bringing that anger in a raw style. Like, I'm fucking suicidal. Like instead of saying like, I'm so lyrical. You get me? There's two. You could say apply the same energy to something, but actually try to like connect with people. So I think it's just that album. And like I said, man, if you see the that's it. That's
hold on real quick. Let me take a leak one more time, though.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, fucking
like a racehorse.
Bladder problems and shit.
Bladder problems. I do, dog.
Fuck, man. This guy keeps fucking going to pee and shit. They just left me alone with the mic on. Shout out to my boo watching. Damn, we've been doing this interview for like fucking 2 hours and shit. I think I'm gonna just fucking leave before he comes back. Y'all dare me to just walk out? Nah, but shout out to my dude Lucky, man. This was a fucking. I'm gonna put him on blast right now. I'm gonna see if he can incriminate himself right now. I want to know why he's been going to fucking.
Listen, like, hey, you got bladder problems. I got a big dick and a small bladder, ladies and gentlemen. And no, sorry about that. My bad. I don't mean to fucking step out like that, but you know what I mean? Sometimes it be like that and shit, you know. But hey, my boy, this album is the motherfucking shit, dog.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it, man.
Man, I love it. I mean, how what's the feedback you're getting on this right now?
Do
you have it on iTunes and everything?
Yeah,
right?
iTunes, Spotify, Tidal.
Are the numbers looking good or what?
Yeah. It's obviously not gonna do. I mean, once I was already supposed to drop the videos, and I mean, but dealing with a lot of like personal shit, getting my film production fucking company in motion. I kind of dropped the album, and I was supposed to do the tour and drop the videos and go all out, but I just had to step away, bro. I just had a lot of shit going on behind the scenes. I don't want to cry right now, but I just had a lot of like, you know what I mean? Back to the mental shit.
Personal shit.
Back to the personal shit. But yeah, bro, I got the first video for it dropping Fuck El Presidente, and then it's A Perfect Love Story, and then it's Mind of a Serial Killer, and then it's Anger. Every song has gonna have a music video.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I feel like every song on this album should have a music video.
Yeah. So,
and I mean, not everybody can say that, dog. Not all, dude. Like, come on, dog.
Yeah.
Like, this shit is hard, homie.
Thanks, bro. So fucking it's definitely to me my favorite album because it came from a place where it was like, yo, it's so genuine. Like I was feeling it's not like here's the thing, it's not like what should my next album be? And let's say we're having a conversation, you're like, bro, you should do some like angry shit. Call it anger. And I'm like, bro, but I'm happy. But just try to do some anger shit. It's not like that happened.
You did how you felt.
I was doing the fucking My Happy Days and Lonely Nights album, and then I hear a beat, and I'm like, I can't write to the deep beat, so I just play some shit in the meanwhile, and I write some shit, and I record it. I'm like, damn, it's just dope, but it don't fit the album, so put it on the side. And then once I had enough like that, I was like, yo, I have a whole other album. Yeah. Let me just fucking polish it up.
I mean, is it how you really? It's really how you really felt at the time, huh?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
It kind of easy for you to write those songs when you were trying to project something else.
So it happened kind of accidentally. So that's why it's so fucking real. You get me? And fucking, I was scared to drop it because I was at a point last year where with my last album, because I was going through so many like personal mental shit, right?
Yeah.
Where I was like, fuck, I need a comeback. I need to make my right now I'm working on my comeback, bro. I was like, I need to make a super comeback to the game because I feel like that album didn't do what I was supposed to do. So I was like, even my girlfriend tells me every day, like, babe, you need the fucking deep, emotional, like fucking spine chilling music to retouch the people and build, and you know, and I know I need that. That's why my next album, I have one called Suicidal and one called Tales from the Dark Side. So 2 albums, 100% storytelling, deep about the craziest shit I ever written in my entire life. Like the deepest song I ever wrote times 20.
Damn.
So it's like real fucking deep and emotional and fucking dope. And that's what I was supposed to drop before Anger. And she was like, you need that? And I was like, no, but I need to get this album. I need to do this album for me. The Anger, I need to drop it for me. I don't care if the numbers are not good. I don't care if when I tour for it, there's fucking 2 people in the crowd. I don't care if the videos don't get the views they deserve because it's different music than what my fans are used to.
I mean, so what it is, it attracts motherfuckers like me, though.
Yeah. It like you know so like let's say you were like, oh yeah, I fuck with Isuppose. He's a cool dude. I hear his music. It's not my shit because you can't force yourself to like some cool shit. You can't be some raw dude and then I could be fucking singing and be like, oh man, he's cool, so I love his music. You get me?
Yeah.
So you're like, it's not for me. I have a lot of people. I mean, I have I think my brother told me one time, and he goes, oh, your music's dope, but it's not for me. You know what I mean? It's not like your shit's not fucking for certain people. To be honest, it's not even for me, bro. Sometimes I hear I play songs after I make them, like, fuck, bro, that was corny. Like, I have this song called Love Yourself. I took it off YouTube, bro. I did a video. I put it. It talks about like love yourself and like it's for women. Like, don't let no one like body shame you and like love yourself. You get me? It's a good message. But one day I was hearing it. Oh, I went to the barbershop. Trip out, bro. I go to the barbershop, right? And they see me walking up and they recognize me. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I supposed to come into our shop.
Yeah.
So they think it's cool to play my fucking music loud as I'm in there. So I'm fucking waiting. Like, I don't even get the VIP treatment. Like, yo, come sit down. Like, I'm fucking waiting, bro. Like, right there for a fucking barber. But they're playing my music.
Yeah.
And Love Yourself starts playing. And it's just so corny, bro. It's like, love your, like, you know, but you know, look into your soul. Like, it's fucking corny. And I was hearing it and I was embarrassed. I was almost like, and everyone, like the barbers were like, look, that's him, yo, like that's him. And I'm just kind of right there, bro, like, fucking my balls sweating, bro, like putting my legs together, like, fuck, is this really me, bro? Like it's cool to my audience, you know, the teenagers and the people that like listen to my music, and the young adults that grew up with me, like listening to my music, and they're fans of my shit. But to a regular dude, they're hearing this shit. You know, you have some like cholos right there, like fools that you could tell want to show me love, but they're hearing the music like, oh, this fool's not even fucking like.
They're like, hey, homie, I love you.
So fucking bro, that same day at the barbershop, I went on YouTube and I put the video on private.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, this is corny, bro. Like, damn, I know the message is good, you know, and people are like, yo, that's my favorite song on the album. A lot of girls say that. But I'm like, nah, that's just embarrassing.
Shit ain't gonna catch
I have a song like, yeah, so the Happy Days and Long Nights is not my favorite album and shit. One song on there, it's one of the most popular songs I have. It's called My Suicide Letter.
Yeah.
So but besides that, it's fucking, I didn't even want to promote it because I became insecure, you get me?
Yeah.
Like, I'd fools be like, I run into old homies like, what's up, bro? You still rapping, bro? I haven't seen you since high school. Like, yo, what's your YouTube? And I'm like, nah, bro. I'll see you later, bro. I didn't want to like show my shit. You get me? Because I'm like, nah, bro. So this album now, it's like the shit. You know what I mean? Now I can meet up with some fool and be like, yo, bump my shit, bro. It's on some hip hop shit.
That's such a trip, dog. That you say that, dog.
What?
I mean, just all that, dog.
Yeah, bro. I mean, that's the reality shit of it. You know what I mean? Like,
that's such a trip, dog.
Like,
I mean, because it's kind of like you're saying, so you've seen the old heads from the neighborhood. They're used to spitting the raw shit, and you're like, nah, dog. Yeah, well, like, nah, dog.
Let's say I bump into you before Anger album, and I mean, bump into you somewhere, and you're like, yo, play your newest shit, and I'm gonna play some like.
You're like, I don't know what to play for this fucking.
You know what I mean? I'll be like, nah, fucking like, animal. Bro, I got some new shit dropping. I'll send you a link. You know what I mean? But,
I mean, and I get that, dog. But there's music for everybody. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's something for everybody.
But I feel like this. So now I'm doing the Spanish album, which is like lyrical and raw, and that's for another demographic. You know what I mean? And then I'm good. Now I could go back to my fucking sad shit. No one can fucking tell me shit.
Shut the fuck up. Go back to
the fuck up.
Here, homie.
And I can do whatever the fuck I want. Because now you can't be like, this fool's not. You get me?
Yeah.
So like what I was saying at the beginning, how other artists have blown up or come up because they're dropping a lot of music. Like they have 8-9 albums, but I'm barely on my third. I'm fixing that, bro. So I'm saying I got 8 albums that I'm working on. And my goal is to drop that like once a month as well. Like once every 2 months. I want to drop all 8 albums in 2020, starting New Year's.
I'm looking forward.
So imagine 8 albums in 1 year with music videos to every single song.
That's tight.
And if after that,
a lot of work.
If after that I don't move to the next level where it's noticeable, where it's like, damn, this fool really fucking came up this year.
CEO.
I'm fucking out, bro.
CEO.
Yep.
CEO. I mean, you do it all, bro.
Yeah.
I think you're in the.
I'm giving it one more shot, bro.
You got that.
Hopefully it's just
you got that, my G.
And if nothing happens after that, I'll be like, yo, I give you guys 8 fucking albums. That's like artists drop 1 album a year. So I give you guys 8 years of fucking music.
Yeah.
In 1 year, didn't move up to the next level. You know what I mean? I'm out. That's it. I'll just focus on other shit.
I mean, I think that's fair enough, my boy.
Yeah.
But I you know what I mean? You know what I mean? God's blessed you this far, and I think he's gonna bless you again, my boy. You know what I mean? You keep doing what you do. Hey, check it out, dog. Just for me, dog. You know what I mean? When are you gonna what shows do you have coming up, dog, that you're gonna be spitting this Anger album? Because I need to get
okay, so I'm doing the Anger tour. Shout out to my boy Hypnotic, to my boy Bandit Roams, A18 Vandal, D Flows, D G-Boy, just some of the homies that'll be rocking with me on the tour and shit. Yeah, so I want to start the tour realistically, start promoting in November, but I want to tour December, January.
Okay.
Anger tour. Officially. It's fucking like a year overdue, but Anger tour, probably just do like 10, 15 shows, whatever happens, and just fucking go
Call it good.
kill this album. Yeah, do this
Yeah.
whole album.
Okay.
So now that I'm doing film, I'm gonna try to bring the cinematic shit to my performance shit. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna set up like, like color fucking LED lights with the fucking with the fogs and fucking have like projectors with video,
That's just hard.
like
dog.
kind of like
Yeah.
animating the performance. I'm gonna try to take it to the next level, even if it's at a small ass venue. I'm gonna try to bring a production to it where it's not just a guy rapping on stage and shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, look, even on a smaller level, my show's gonna be way doper than your fucking favorite artist and shit.
Yeah.
Not Travis Scott, bro, because I was watching a documentary on Travis Scott on Netflix, and
I've
this
seen
fool
that.
fucking flies out of a fucking bird, bro. Like, yeah, that's a dream, right? That's next level shit. It's crazy how like I don't listen to him, but you get inspired by artists. You get me?
Journeys.
You know who's one of my biggest inspirations, bro?
Who's that?
I fucking hate him. I do not support his music at all at that time, right? Drake. So I was like one of those like, fuck Drake, fuck Drake. So I went on tour, right? 2014. We went on this tour. And we were in Virginia and Drake was performing, but we had a show the same day. So someone in the group thought, let's just go check it out. Let's just go walk outside. You get me? But like, if we can't, so we went, bro, and somebody is in the front, like $25 tickets.
Yeah.
You could come in right now, like selling tickets, right? To the fucking festival. We were like, nah, we have a show in like 2 hours. We gotta head to the venue. So we did not get to see Drake. It was Drake versus Lil Wayne. So $20. And then we were like 5 of us, right? So then the guy finally like, bro, $40 and you guys could go on site right now. We're like, nah, we have a show. So we left. The next day, they were performing in Atlanta, Georgia. Fucking 8-hour drive or some shit. No, like in 2 days. They're like 15-hour drive, some crazy shit. So we got in the car and we fucking drove. Our next show was in North Carolina the next day. So then we drove to Atlanta, right? We show up to the Drake versus Lil Wayne fucking concert and it's sold out. So now they're selling tickets for fucking $300. Cheapest outside, bro. We're like, fuck, we just drove across the fucking country. Like, we just drove throughout a couple states. So, I bought 2 tickets. Like, everyone bought their tickets, and I bought a ticket for me and my nephew, J Craft. And we go and watch. And I'm like, fuck it. We're traveling. We're fucking on tour, whatever. But fuck Drake and fuck Lil Wayne. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm going in there as a skeptic, like not the like I'm a Wu-Tang Mob Deep dude, you know what I mean? But I'm just like, whatever, fuck these fools. So I sit there, grab a beer, I sit down, and then I'm blown away, bro. Like the way these guys were performing, like the words, the breath control, the ad-libs, the stage set, the way they were talking to the crowd, the way they were moving, the way the songs would cut, and then they would do their verse, and like their showmanship was 10 out of 10. They're fucking, bro. I was more inspired at that concert seeing Drake and Lil Wayne than I was at a fucking Wu-Tang concert.
Because you're a student in the game.
And I was just blown away, bro. And I was like, fuck, that's one of the best shows I ever seen.
This is where he's at.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Maybe,
so
and maybe and that's the trip that you say that, dog, because a lot of cats, underground hip hop fans, you know what I mean? Wu-Tang fans, you know what I mean? Psycho Realm fans, they don't understand.
Yeah. And I was one of those, especially with Drake. Like, I've been open-minded to other artists, but I always had this like, I'm supposed to not like Drake. You get me?
Yeah.
And I gave it a shot, bro. Drake and Lil Wayne, and it was fucking amazing, bro. Like I put it in my top 5 concerts ever and shit.
Damn.
Which, you know what I mean? I saw Gangstar perform live, rest in peace, Guru. I saw fucking Jay Dilla, rest in peace. I saw Old Dirty Bastard from the Wu-Tang, rest in peace. I've seen legends perform and shit like over the years. And So yeah, I just wanted to kind of share that. I don't know what we were talking about, but
No, you know what? And it's crazy that you say that, dog, because so when he first came out on the scene, I was like, man, fuck this Nickelodeon motherfucking rapper, dog.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I like the underground shit. I grew up on the Psycho Realm shit, dog. You know what I mean? I always like the dark shit, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I like the killing and all the creepy fucking music, dog. But anyways, so when Drake came on the scene, I felt the same way. But over the years, bro, to see this dude hit after hit
Yeah.
after hit, bro, you know what I mean? It's fucking amazing, dog.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
definitely.
I think he's got to be. I don't. Who has more hits than him, dog?
Nobody.
Nobody.
I think he has like the most fucking number ones in the fucking planet or some shit.
Who's your top 5 rappers?
Top 5 rappers. All right. So I just had this conversation with the homie Vander Romes a couple days ago, last week, because this is a weird conversation. I mean, and I always tell people always say, what are the top 5 artists ever? And that list is, you can't hate on it. You know what I mean? It's obviously like, it's almost the same all the time. You know what I mean? You're fucking Eminem, Tupac, Nas, Jay-Z, Biggie. I mean, people will name that.
Yeah.
People who are hip hop heads, they almost feel like, not saying they're being fake, but people have this obligation of like, rock him, you know what I mean? Like Nas, like you have to say some shit because you're almost like an advocate of hip hop. Like you're supposed to say it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if they tell you, yo, who are the dopest crews in LA? Like you almost feel like, fuck, if I don't say Psycho Realm, bro, it's gonna be kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like you have to kind of say it. Like
you're going against the grain.
You're going against the grain, which Sick Jack is one of my favorite fucking rappers ever and shit. But it's one of those things. So I feel like when this conversation comes about, I think people give answers based on like, yo, I don't want to be judged. You know what I mean?
They're trying to be politically correct.
Yeah, like Tupac never made my top list.
Okay.
Because it has to do with your age. It has to do with what you were listening during a certain period of time.
100%. Yeah.
My greatest rapper of all time, my greatest rapper of all time is Cannabis.
Number 1.
It's hard to put on the list.
So you're going to say 5 of them, but you're going to say no special order.
Okay, I'm going to put them in order. No special order. That's just kind of hard. But like Eminem, Cannabis, you get me? Like those have the fucking list for sure. Crooked Eye, Nas. Fuck, it's just weird, bro. It's just
Eminem, Crooked Eye, Nas, Cannabis. One more.
Fucking.
Say yourself, dog.
Myself. It's not even myself, bro. I'm not even in my top fucking 50. I would probably say like it's weird, but for right now, I'm gonna just say fucking see, I can't even. It's fucking weird, bro.
No, it's tough.
It's fucking weird. But look, I'm gonna just some quick little dialogue on that shit. The reason I say Eminem is because when I heard his album, I was in 7th grade, getting into fucking 6th grade, getting into fucking hip hop. I was obsessed with it. You get me?
Yeah.
So I don't care if his new shit's whack, if his last shit. I don't care.
What about that new album?
That shit was dope. But in that moment in time, that shit had an effect on me that like made me appreciate shit. Cannabis. I heard a homie that I had, the homie Supreme. He was rapping like smart words, and I was like, what if I do smart words, but what if I had science to it, like scientific shit, like chemicals and all that. And at the time I had a chemistry class in high school, so I was like, the hydrogen and the hydrogen peroxide and the oxygen, like, you know, I had all these fucking words and I was all scientifical. So I battled some fool in lunchtime. It's my freshman year, and I'm like, I said cerebral cortex. My cerebral cortex is more intelligent, like, fucking my balls are bigger than an elephant. Like I was like, but I was like scientifical.
Yeah. And
a couple dudes right there, the guy I was battling, his crew were like, yo, you're fucking biting cannabis, you're copying cannabis, yo, you're fucking cannabis copycat. And I was in my head, I was like, who the fuck is Cannabis?
Yeah.
You get me? So then my homie's like, yo, peep the shit out. So I heard Cannabis, and Cannabis is like a lyrical, scientific rapper.
Yeah.
So he was the expert level what I was trying to be. I was blown away. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So I became
You didn't even know it.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I started worshiping him, bro. Like I was obsessed with him. I was like, my first tattoo is gonna be cannabis. It wasn't, but so that's why he's my favorite. And I mean,
Yeah.
dude fell off after years, but because that memory of 9th grade, forever you hold the spot forever.
Yeah.
Same shit with Crooked Eye. I was real into his fucking shit. And then he calls me on the phone, calls me by my real name. It's some here because I messaged him on MySpace, like, yo, I want to book you. And he hit me up, invited me to the studio. We got fucking drunk together. He was like, what do you drink? And I was like, fucking Newcastle. He fucking sent a girl he had there to the store to go buy fucking Newcastle to bring. I was like, damn, a legend, fucking showing love like that. You get me?
Yeah.
So just that humbleness, he fucking rocking, seeing us perform, being like, I want to get you on a song, like showing love. That made like, yo, this fool's a fucking dope MC. That experience.
Yeah.
You can't replace that.
No.
I haven't even heard like the newest shit he's done. You get me? But you can't replace like you got your top spot solidified. You get me?
Hell yeah.
The same shit with Nas. You get me? And oh, my other spot would be Wu-Tang. I'll name them as a whole.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang's I got the Wu-Tang. Jizza from the Wu-Tang, his album. He has an album, Liquid Swords, and I got the album cover tattooed on my arm.
That's sick.
And then Wu-Tang's first album, Enter 36 Chambers, I got the album cover tattooed on my leg. So I'm Wu-Tanged out, you know what I mean?
Wu-Tang for life.
Yeah, Wu-Tang's my favorite group of all time, hands down. Because of what they did for me during that time and shit.
Yeah.
How long we been talking for? Like fucking 4 days and shit?
2.5 hours, my boy.
That's right.
Yeah. You wanna what you wanna do? You wanna head it out?
It's up to you, bro. I got all day, bro.
All right. What's your favorite moment, dog? Your favorite moment in this journey that you've been on, dog? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, how did it feel when you hit that? I mean, when you like I feel like when you're putting out music, and then when you finally put out that music, and I know you touched on it a little bit, but like, how good did it feel, my boy? You know what I mean? When people just started listening, dog, you know what I mean? And you realize like, whoa, I know I'm dope, but now all these people know I'm dope, dog.
Yeah. So the last 2 years have been kind of like weird. It's weird when you have, because when you're not consistent, you'll fall off. You get me?
Yes.
So if let's say you're fucking grinding, you're killing it, and you're building a fan base, and you go to fucking jail for 2 years, you're gonna come out, that fan base ain't gonna be there. You know what I mean, like they some of them will still be fucking like laying around, like, oh shit, we still fuck with you, but a lot of them are moving on to new things. That's life, bro.
Do you feel like you fell off a little?
Yeah, of course. If I didn't,
because you were not putting out music.
No. So what happens is that here's the thing, bro. Here's the shit that's fucking crazy with my audience. That, you know, I had a lot of fans that were like 14, 15, 16, 17, obsessed with the music.
Yeah.
That's all they do.
I remember that.
Go to school, listen to the music. I still have a lot of young fans, but what happens is that then years pass. Now they're 21, 22. They got a car, they got a boyfriend, they had a kid. You get me? Yeah. They start clubbing, partying. They're no longer the little depressed girls that isolated listening to hip hop all day. Now they're like, they got jobs, they have a family. You get me? So they kind of outgrow the like, oh my God, I'm a fan. You know, can I get a picture? They outgrow it. You get me?
Yeah.
In that sense. So that happens in large numbers because people after a certain amount of fucking years. So that's always the bad shit when you have like I kind of spoke on it, like not even like loyal fans that switch on you, just fans that kind of outgrow.
They grow, yeah.
You know, they outgrow. Like I don't
chapters
like
in life.
Cannabis is my favorite, but I have not heard the shit he's done the last 15 years. Yeah. 10 years.
Yeah.
If you're like, what's his last 3 albums? I wouldn't fucking know, bro.
Life's about chapters, though.
Yeah. So the same shit with Nas. Like I don't know his fucking. I haven't heard. I heard the last album like briefly, like half of it, but I'm not like. But he's still my top. You get me? So that's kind of the thing. You start seeing shit like that, and it starts fucking with your mind a little bit. Fuck, I'm falling off. But then there's new fans. You get me? But then there's nothing greater, bro. My best year was 2015. No, 2016. 2006, 15, 16, bro, was the greatest fucking year for me because, you know, I was, I feel like all your attention's not on me, bro.
No, it is right now, dog. Hold on. I got someone picking up something right now.
Yeah.
My bad, G. Go ahead.
I was in a situation, right, where I was kind of dealing with, I was involved with other artists and shit. And I always felt like I was like the promoter dude. I mean, I was just kind of doing the music shit for the hell of it or whatever. It was cool. But I started doing my own thing in like 2015. 100% just me. Like, fuck it. This is just me. No team, no nothing. Just me. You get me?
Yeah.
And it was a little like, fuck, is it going to work? Like, I no longer have a team to fucking roll with. You get me? So that's when I did the Truth Tour. And I fucking went out to Utah, fucking sold out. I went out to Vegas, sold out. Like, and it was on my own shit. You get me? So 2015, 16, 17, that's when I was just like just carrying my own weight. You know what I mean? That was my own shit. I was doing meet and greets. Fucking, I would do
You're killing it.
25 meet and greets in a weekend. So in 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I do 25 cities, bro. Stop at cities for 25 minutes at random parking lots and just open the trunk, sell merchandise. And I was fucking doing that shit every other weekend, traveling the states, traveling the country, the whole country, fucking flying out to different states just to do. Bro, I would fly out. Like I'd tell my girl, like, pack your bags. We're going to fucking Oregon. For what? For a meet and greet. We'll fly out to Oregon, do a meet and greet. Or we're going to Seattle and shit to do a meet and greet and just party, turn up, like, and do a meet and greet and hang out with some fans for fucking 2 hours and then fly back home and shit. So that's the greatest feelings. It's not even like people listening to the music or the views. Like, that's cool, but you don't see that happening. You see low numbers, but you don't know if those are haters or some weird shit. You get me?
I mean, yeah, I get it, dog. Nothing's greater than somebody embracing something that you love and some product that you put out.
So when you see someone at a meet and greet and a show,
yeah,
that's the fucking greatest shit, bro. Like when someone's like
just packed
at a meet and greet. Yeah. Even if it's not packed, even if you have a show with only 10 people, like those 10 people they could have been doing anything in the world.
Yeah.
And they came to fucking see you. It's fucking amazing, bro. It's heartwarming. It's almost like that's the shit that kept me going. So right now, bro, I've really, even though I got 8 albums and shit like that, yeah, the music's always there, but I took a break off social media. You know what I mean? Not even a break, like, I'm going to take a break for 3 months. Starting today, I'm not going to post. It wasn't like that. I just, before you knew it, 5 months had gone by and I haven't posted shit. That's what depression does. You get me? It's almost like fuck, I haven't posted shit in 3 months. I haven't replied to a message. I haven't shipped out a fucking t-shirt.
Is it the fucking the high that you're on and then it went low and it took you low?
That has a lot to do with it. I mean, like, you become your worst fucking enemy when you feel like you're falling off.
Yeah.
It's a psychological thing. Like, you don't want to, like, let's say you sell fucking your clothing, right? So you're selling hood stock shit. And let's say you're making fucking $2,000 a month on just your clothing. And you're like, fuck, $2,000 a month on just fucking t-shirts. I could live off this shit. Yeah, I'm good. I don't have to fucking, you quit your job, you get me?
Yeah.
3 months go by, and then now that 2,000 becomes 200. Now you got to reevaluate your whole life. Like, yo, this is not what I thought it was. You get me? So I'm just using that as an example for you.
No.
But it's kind of like that with the music. Like, you kind of do certain things. Like, it was like a reality check. Like, I remember I had like a sold out tour. It was, small little spots and shit, but they were deemed sold out. Like, oh, I'm only selling 150 tickets. They're all sold out. You get me?
Yeah,
Nah, some people think sold out. Like, damn, this fool sold out. Fucking 10,000 people venue. Nah, it's sold out means, yo, no more fucking people fit here.
Yeah.
But the fact of that, whether it was 50 people or 100, the term sold out brought happiness. Brought like, oh, fuck, we reached our goal.
Yeah.
You get me? So then when I did the Happy Days and Lonely Nights tour, it was great. But some of the shows were like you go to a city. You know what I mean? Like, if I go to a new city, right? And I never been there before, and there's 10 people, who cares? Like, yo, we're growing. There's 10 more than there never was.
Yeah.
But let's say I go to a city, right? Let's say fucking Highland Park, and there's fucking 200 people, and then you go back next year, and then there's fucking 22. You as a business, as a brand, you see it, and you get fucking put like, fuck, like,
hold up,
what the fuck happened here? You get me?
Yeah.
So when that starts happening a lot, you have to kind of step back, and you gotta like, yo, I have to fucking put in that legwork again.
Yeah, we got to figure some shit out.
Yeah. So right now, what I did is I took that break to make music, to work on music. The way I work on music is different than other people and shit. I'll do an album in a month. You get me? Or I'll do an album. I'll write a whole album in a week.
Yeah.
And then go record it on 2 sessions. I've never been an artist that, only when I was in high school. But after I graduated high school, besides for like a year or two after, I've never been that artist that like lives in the studio. Like I'm always in the studio making music. I fucking hate that process. I don't know why, bro. So for the last 6-7 years, like all the music I've made, I don't think I ever written a song in the studio and shit. So I'll play a beat, write some shit when I'm fucking by myself, and then I'll write like 10 songs, and then I'll show up to the studio, book one long ass session, and then try to drop all the vocals and I'm out.
That's tight.
Yeah. So that's been my formula.
I mean, everybody's got their own process.
Yeah. No,
that's interesting to me, dog.
But that's not so much of a marketing kind of technique. It's just because I have no passion to just be making music all day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it works for you.
I've never been that artist that's like, let me go in the studio and be creative.
Well, you know what it is? It's because you're pulled in so many different directions on what you do, my boy. You know what I mean?
And it's also the music I make. You know what I mean? So my music cannot be rushed.
Yeah.
I have songs that take me 2 years to write because it's a story based on someone.
Yeah.
I need the aftermath. You get me? Like I write a song about you get busted. I'm like, damn, it's my second verse. And then you're not coming out for 2 years. I gotta wait 2 years to see the aftermath.
Exactly.
So that song's pending. So I have a lot of shit that's pending and shit. But I'm not one of those dudes that like, yeah, I'm in the studio every day dropping. I don't. I fucking hate. If I could avoid being in the studio, I'll fucking do it.
Yeah.
And then like I got an album. Let me try to record this shit in 2 sessions. And that's it. You know what I mean? That's just been my shit, bro. It's weird. You know what I mean? There's setbacks to it, but that's just how it is, bro. So that's why I'm saying, even now with the plays and the streams and the fan base, music always plays like the back burner. You know what I mean? It's always been on the back burner. So I'm working on bringing it to the forefront.
Hey, my boy. Well, let's get it to the forefront, dog. You know what I mean? I think your music. After hearing this album, my boy, and just sitting down here and talking with you, my boy, you know what I mean? I think you are a valuable asset in the game, my boy. You need to keep making your music, dog. You know what I mean? And I hope your personal, everything gets better with you, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I mean, I wish you nothing but love, luck, respect, whatever it takes, dog, to get you back moving where you were at before, dog. And I hope everybody that's been listening to this interview, people that will listen to it in the future, you know what I mean, a week from now, a couple months from now, you know what I mean, tap in with the homie. Where can they follow you on Instagram at, bro?
Isuppose 818, bro. That's fucking everywhere. And I mean, right now I'm on away mode, bro. I have fucking like 1,000 fucking unread DMs and shit. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna catch up on all that shit, bro. I just been, you know what I mean? When you block out the world, bro, you just kind of want to, because you become vulnerable emotionally. So like everything starts bothering you. You know what I mean? Like fucking everything starts bothering you. You get what I'm saying? Like fucking, you know, I was talking to my girl on the way over here on the phone and shit. And I was like, watch the interview, and she was like, yeah, I'm gonna watch. I can't wait to see how many lies you say. You know what I mean? Like, but like fucking around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it hit me differently. In my head, I was just like, what do you mean? Like, well, I'm not gonna fucking like. In my head, I was like,
why would I lie?
Fuck with. So it was like an insecurity, bro. You know what I mean? Like it was weird. It hit me differently. So, yeah, it's all psychology and shit, man. But no, thanks for having me here, bro. That shit was dope. We can't end this shit without telling the gun story.
Let's tell the gun story, dog.
So
let's do it.
So I had booked this crew, right, Scum City, for a fucking show, and you know, I think he had like, I don't know what deal we had, like, yo, sell X amount of tickets, and you know what I mean, sell fucking whatever. So he was always on point, like business wise. He was always on top of his shit. And one day he hits me up and shit, like he fucking messages me like, "Yo, call me, bro. It's important." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" And then this fool, just to make yeah, he just basically said like there was two different instances. Like he was like, "Yo, I know I owe you some money, bro. Can I pay you with some glass?" I was like, "What the fuck? Like, can I just give it to you in glass, bro?" And I was like, I'm like, "What the bro? That shit is weird." And he was like, "If not, bro, I could get you a fucking gun, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I got this fucking stolen gun." And like, that was just like the most gangsterish. I was like, "Yo, this fool's a fucking G." Like, yeah, bro, that shit.
Hey, homie, you know what I mean? Sometimes we barter and shit, dog.
Yeah,
you know what I
bro,
mean?
that shit was like a fucking I was even scared, like, damn, bro, that shit's fucking, yeah, bro.
Hey, my boy, I got nothing but love and respect for you, dog. You know what I mean?
Well,
Since day one, homie, you know what I mean? You've been the homie. You know what I mean? I don't know what day we on now, homie, years later, bro, but you're still the homie, dog. Thank you so much for blessing this platform. Thank you, homie, for being transparent like you always are, my boy. You know what I mean? Through your music,
like
dog.
I said, I've been watching you, bro. It was I think a couple years ago. You know what I mean? Because I didn't see you for a while. I didn't hear about you for a while. And then when you started like fucking around with 27 Junkies, that's what it is? Yeah. Shout out to the homie Burst Rock.
Yeah.
Like when you started like fucking with all that whole movement started like popping a few years ago and shit. I saw you doing your shit again. I mean, I was like, oh, he's right there. Like, that's good to see him fucking doing the shit. And then when I saw the podcast shit, I was just fucking watching shit. One advice I have for the podcast, bro, from my business expertise.
Woo, bring it.
You know what I mean? Just one thing that's gonna help your channel grow. And the people in my YouTube seminar will agree with this. Cut down the interviews.
Too long?
It was super interesting watching the video clips on your Instagram page. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna give you an example. You have this interview with some dude where the title is like something in prison stories, right?
Yeah.
And he looked like a cholo dude, and I mean, I was like, oh, I fucking love prison. I watch prison shows all fucking day, so I was like, I want to watch the prison stories. It was a 3-hour interview. I spent 15 minutes scrolling,
trying to find that one part,
trying to find the prison stories, and I didn't find it. And I was like, what the fuck? You get me? You know, like if your shit was like, you know, like so-and-so prison stories, and let's say it's prison stories like 10 minutes.
I mean, Vlad TV does it like that.
Yeah, he chops it up really fucking small sometimes, you know what I mean?
And you gotta go search for him, dog.
Like sometimes he'll break down a fucking 30-minute interview to like 10 clips. That's over exaggerated, you know? But like, for example, Isuppose talks about the Anger album. It could be 20 minutes, but it's all about the fucking album.
So chop them up.
So like you could put the full interview, but then do the re-chop up so that someone, because believe me, if a video said like something fucking prison, you know, doing life in prison or something, they'll click it and then it's straight to the point, and they could tell someone, yo, watch this clip.
Yeah.
When they have to fucking scroll through it, bro, to 3 hours, even if the interview was 40 minutes, they're like, all right, a little scrolling ain't bad.
Yeah, but 3
hours, bro.
Yeah, like we just did.
It was fucking like, so imagine someone tells like my cousin Mimic, like, yo, he shouted you out. He has to fucking, where the fuck is that little soundbite?
I'm gonna chop him, dog.
So if you do some chop shit, you build content, you know what I mean? Like, yo, it talks about fucking Mexicans and rap. Oh shit, I'm gonna watch this. Oh, it talks about the Anger album.
I gotta break it down.
You break it down. It's more work in the process of the editing.
I gotta put in that work.
Yeah, you gotta put in that work because you can have a channel of content, like, yo, it's content on this channel and it's being updated, you know?
Yeah.
Or it's just an archive of interviews.
Yeah.
You don't want that. Like, oh, this fool does live interviews and they happen to be here for someone who wants to watch it.
Yeah.
Where the perception of concept was like, yo, it's dropping new concept. I mean, new content and shit. So
I think I need to get someone on the team, dog.
Yeah.
Because I'm really busy outside of this, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was thinking about that, dog. You know what I mean? I was like, it's just these interviews are long, and a couple people told me about it too, dog. Yeah. And they're like, damn, I was trying to get to that one part that I couldn't find it, or damn, that's 3 hours, or woo, everything you're telling me right now, dog. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I love that feedback that you're giving me, bro. But I need to get someone of the team.
Jimmy
dog.
said it in the Urban Kings interview, and I keep going back to that. Shout out to the homie Jimmy and shit. He said that he said like, oh, if your shit blows up, I get to say I was there in the beginning type shit. You get me?
Yeah.
So it'll be so easy to get people involved. You know what I mean? Yo, I need a fucking editor to be a part of this shit. And
yeah.
They're there from the beginning. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you know anybody, dog, shoot them out.
Yeah. That should be dope. Someone to be like
something computer savvy that knows how to do this shit, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, this has been trial and error for me too, dog. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I YouTube all this shit, bro.
Well, it's the concept overall is dope because it's you have history, you know what I mean, as a human being, like fucking
retarded
being locked up and doing street shit. No, but that's shit that people respect. So off the bat, it puts you on this like even plateau, like, oh, this fool know what he's talking about.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not some fake ass dude talking on my ass.
That's what I'm saying. But like if I fucking
and I'm transparent too, dog. I tell my grimiest, dog. And sometimes I'm embarrassed if I'm like, oh, why did I say that shit?
Those are the fucking worst scars, you get me? But I'm saying, like, if some fool's gonna come on here and try to say a gangster story, he knows damn well, like, damn, it has to be some shit because this fool's probably been through some shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The same way people approach me about certain shit. Like, when they'll talk to me about certain business or whatever, they're like, he's been in the game, he knows what you know what I mean? And he's not someone we could just be like, yeah, bro, I got the next hit. And he's going to be all like, yeah, bro, really? You get me? Like, bro, I've been enough. Like, I pay my dues enough to where, like, you got to come with the right conversation or not. You get me? So the concept is dope. The people you've had on this shit is dope as fuck. You know what I mean? Stefan Oreo, like, fucking, like.
I've been so blessed.
Yeah, like the fucking criminal attorneys. Like, it's a lot of great. It's like you're not interviewing, like, random ass rappers that are just like nobodies, and you're just like, I'm just trying to get content. You get me? These are like valuable ass interviews, and if they were broken up, you would have 10 times the fucking content, 10 times the fucking views, and more retention. Like, for a view to count, bro, they gotta watch a certain percent.
But what do you think though, dog? So should I go back from day one?
Yeah.
And chop those up too?
Yeah, no, chop those.
Do you think I should take a break from this and get that done?
Yeah, you definitely.
Should I take a break? Should I stop doing interviews?
No. You shouldn't stop because the whole thing of
that's a lot of work. And if I'm gonna do it myself right now, then you know what I mean.
It's a lot of work, but it's really not because it's kind of done there. It's almost there for you because you don't have to cut up everything. You're getting highlights.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of maybe a 3-hour interview, you might get a good 4 good segments. Just the most important shit.
And how long do you think I should like? Well, I guess depending on what they're talking about is how long does I keep it, right?
Well, it's the conversation thing. So let's say the bar fight story. Yeah, I think that was dope as fuck. Like that was dope. You know what I mean? We talk about talking about bar fight story that happened 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So people are gonna click on that, and that we talked about it for like 6 minutes. So that's just a little segment itself. You don't gotta break down the whole interview.
Yeah.
I suppose talks.
Just different subject matters.
Yeah, the shit that stands out. Like you could be like, we try to have the top 5 rapper, and he was hesitant. It was too like not sure. It wasn't like an epic conversation.
Yeah.
So you skip that. You know what I mean? And you just put like the highlights. You could even set a fucking. I'm gonna pick four highlights from every interview, like the 4 main things.
Yeah.
With Jimmy, it could be like, yo, once you start Urban King. Oh, I was fucking in high school. When he starts talking about in high school,
swap meet and shit. That shit was
then
tight.
that's the shit that people want to see.
Yeah,
because that's what I was looking for. Like, oh, I want to know homie's history too. Like, I know him, but I've never like, I have asked him certain things, but I was like, oh, I want to know certain things.
Yeah,
and like I said, I was looking for the prison stories, and I couldn't fucking find it. And then you had another one where your homie with all the tattoos talks about being in Pelican Bay, I think.
That was dope too, yeah.
But you know what I mean? I see this fool fucking with a blow-up doll for a while. So that was kind of like, oh, I have to go through all this shit to fucking get to that.
You got to get to the fucking fat-ass blow-up doll.
Yeah. So I'd like to skip that. Just get straight to the, you know what I mean? So
thank you, my boy.
That'll definitely push your brand to the next level because
I need to find somebody. Hey, if you know anybody any of the listeners that know an editing dude that would like to get on this team right here, I mean, I gotta really put it out there on Instagram.
Do you have the files? How does it give you, like right now, your live stream?
I mean, so check it out. This is what I'm doing right now, dog. My laptop right here needs to be upgraded.
Yeah.
Okay. So my processor is not processing it fast enough for me to go through the OBS system. So right now I'm live streaming straight off of YouTube, dog. This is the unprofessional way of doing it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I've already learned the OBS system and I try to do it, but like with the lawyer, I did it with the lawyer, bro. And so when I have the OBS system, I can have your Instagram thing going on the bottom of the fucking thing, dog. I can have the logo up right there, dog. And I mean, I can make it dope. I can make it just different shit, dog, that makes it badass, bro. You know what I mean? But anyway, so when I did the interview with the lawyer, dog, I set it up to OBS and I realized with the old interview when I watched it back afterwards, there was a delay, dog. And everything. Who wants to watch an interview with a fucking delay, dog? And that's permanent, dog.
The RAM speed.
Yeah, dog. So in order for me to run it off YouTube, I gotta shut all the programs down off of this laptop. This is a 2014 MacBook Pro, dog, and it's just not adequate, homie. You know what I mean? So I need to.
But like, so right now, you have no file of this interview. It's just on YouTube.
No, yeah. So I gotta
YouTube.
download it, dog. I gotta download it at a fucking lower rate. I mean, you know what I mean? So we're recording. This is a 4K camera, homie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're recording probably at 1080 right now, dog. 60 frames per second, dog. You know what I mean? So by the time I pull it off of YouTube onto my shit, it's like 720, homie. It's not 1080p no more.
Or you could just get you pay like a monthly subscription on a certain website.
Yeah.
Probably like $10 a month, and it'll let you download at 4K with high bit rate.
Okay.
It's just the free sites that'll let
you. So this is what I need to learn how. I need to learn this shit.
It's just the site, and they'll be like, you could download at 720, but if you want to download at like 1080 or 4K, you just gotta pay like $8 a month. I mean, that's how they get your shit. So it's just, and then you download it, and then just fucking a quick chop, bro, on iMovie right here. Just a quick fucking chop, render, re-upload,
shoot it back
up,
up,
the title and shit.
I'm gonna do that shit, dog.
That should have get more, because you're killing views. You know what I mean? Because let's say 1,000 people watch a video, it's only counting a small percentage unless they watch a great percentage of it.
Oh, is that what it is?
It's retention. It's like,
shit.
How long has someone been watching this? And
so it's not everybody that was watching
and
it?
have they watched enough of the video? You get what I'm saying? Like, how much watch time?
So my numbers ain't accurate.
Clicking, or they just like you need to fucking
chop them down.
Gotta chop them down, bro.
So I get all those numbers.
3 hours is too long, and then you just get double views. You know what I mean? Because right here, if someone was a big fan of me, right?
Yeah.
And they're gonna watch all 3 hours, you get one view.
Yeah.
Where if it was like, Isuppose talks about this, Isuppose talks about this, they're watching every video.
Yeah.
It's accumulated view.
Exactly.
So you're getting, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 views per person.
And I'll get more subscribers too.
But it's
way the shit will get out there more.
Because right here it's almost discouraging. Like 3 hours.
3 hours.
I have time.
I got time for all that bullshit.
Watch that shit.
Hey, I love you, my boy. Thank you so much, dog. Everybody give it up for Isuppose.